the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside. It's inside, underneath. You were never alone.
Slow burn. Midnight air. Slow burn. Midnight air. Cold wind through the street. Every step's feel it drag on me. Oh, soul rhythm deep in my chest. Every breath like a test, like a test. Guitar cry in a minor key. Something out there watching me. Feel it close, but I can't see. Just shadows following me. Something ain't right. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. good to feel lost. Same road, but the light gon' solve. Strings cry, yeah, the tone get rough. Like the world just ain't enough. Dust rising the worn out boots. Truth hit harder than the proof. Something moving in the roots. Feel it crawling, feel it move. Oh, it's getting closer. Run now, don't slow, don't freeze. Heartbeat banging like a drum in me. Too close, can't breathe, can't think. Dark outside and it's hunting me, yeah. Run now, don't stop, don't turn. Feel that pressure, feel that burn. Too late, no space, no peace. Everything closing in on me. Everything closing in on me. Still there. Still there. This for the team. From zero, cold nights, no light, just a vision, one mic. No name, no hype, just fight. Built it brick by brick. Alright. Every doubt turned to fuel. Every loss made me move. But it wasn't just me in the room. Every step I was walking with you. Hold up. Hands up if you've been here. All this time, yeah, we still here. From the dark to the light. 2K, that's life. Yeah, we built this side by side. We rise, hear the crowd, feel the vibe. This time, thank you all for the ride. Every view, every name, every face, every moment you stayed. When it felt like it wouldn't break, you the reason it changed. Now it's louder, bigger, real. Still the same, still the feel. We done, we just reveal what we build and what we will.
Never fall, never fade. Stand is the path that we made.
We rise,
We rise,
we rise.
all night.
All night,
We rise,
we rise.
side by side.
Side by side. From the dark to the light.
2K, that's life.
Yeah, we built this side by side.
We rise,
Hear the crowd, feel
You feel it changing, don't you?
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander joined by Merlin as we bring you the AFL. Round number 5, day number 4. Merlin, it's been quite a journey to get us to this point.
Yeah, no, it's been many late nights. I hope you guys appreciate the effort that goes on in the background, because people do not get enough sleep. But it's been so much fun.
Yeah. It is. And we've got two, juggernauts of the Madagascan scene up against one another in the first match. It's going to be Infinity up against Gascom Bang Gang. We're in the drafting phase. Zushin being banned out straight off the bat. I remember Quinn saying the other day that Zushin no longer first ban worthy. What do you think about that?
I disagree. She's still Zushin. Like, her kit is what makes her amazing. Yeah, I know she got like energy nerfs and her skill too is a bit, like the range is a bit short, but it doesn't stop her from doing what she's supposed to do in the team fights. And that displays the enemy roam.
Yeah. Well, actually, anybody who's in the front line. With the amount of Esme picks that's been coming through very recently, like she's one of the heroes who can deal with Esmeralda. Not obviously burst her down or anything like that. It's just controlling her and moving her out of position at the right moment in time. Now, speaking about moving people out of position, Akai, so strong right now.
He is. I feel like his jungle clear nerf was just a bit of balancing, but the trade-off is his burst is a lot more on his basic attack. Like, after casting a skill, the damage that you do from that one basic attack is quite a bit.
Yeah, and combine that with his second skill, he does do a fair amount of damage for a tank. Now, Gascom Bang Gang, they decided to go with the Phoveus ban, the Freya ban as well. I mean, I wouldn't expect them to be leading towards a Paquito pick because they're not first pick in this game.
Yeah. But that is an interesting, like, I know Phoveus is just really strong at disrupting, but if you're going to ban Phoveus and Freya at the same time, it kind of like ask the question, like, what are you actually looking for, you know?
Yes. But Phoveus, he's massive kit of disruption. Like that, the fact that the Infernal Pursuit just goes on and on and on. It's like his never-ending ultimate almost.
Yeah.
A punch for a punch.
If they ever buff that thing, it'll be a minute to society if they ever decide to buff it, because it's so strong right now. There's not many heroes that can deal with that guy.
Yeah, so there's certain heroes that become meta, and not because of a nerf or a buff to them, but because there's something else was nerfed or buffed. Because we're in this meta. Ooh, interesting. Marcel is open. There's this thing like now meta currently where it's a lot to do with sustain. It's the reason why Paquito is so impossibly strong right now, is that there's that shield that he gets from his first skill, especially if you double tap it. Having a Phoveus where there's constant disruption sort of suits the sort of a counteract to the sustain meta.
100%, because he also has a lot of sustain himself. Like, his spell vamp and his ultimate is insane. I've seen Phoveus just go from like 1 HP to full in the middle of a fight.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
All this comes down to,
Different
skill stuff and things like that.
Yeah, and I mean, his damage output's nothing to laugh about either. I mean, it's quite decent. And
I think a little bit more than decent.
Yes. Now, very good response to the Marcel. Look, I love playing Hilda into a Marcel, because we cannot forget the fact that Marcel is still a support.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not too sure about the Yara pick. I do see the vision. Like, he's really good at basing on skills. That's what I think is a main like advantage of picking up. You can base on a lot of skills.
True. Yeah, and Quinn is 100% correct. Like, he called it. He says, Gascom were definitely going for an assassin jungle with their bans.
Come on, Dexter.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. And we just a Kadita, my style combination. That one's going to be interesting.
Kadita is there to deal with the assassins. John, to answer your question, what's the prize? Is well, the winner of the tournament will get 5k. It's a 5k prize pool. But obviously, we're still in the round of 32. It's a while to go
Chivalry is
before we
dead.
get there.
Your
I will
team is
revive
winning.
Yeah. And everybody's thirsty for that 5k, believe you me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Quinn, Atlas Harara is a very, very strong combination.
Your
It-
team is
It's just look what I was thinking in terms of like Hilda straight into the Marcel is the fact that you can sort of prevent him from doing what he wants to do. Because what Marcel wants to do is disrupt slow jungle rotations, and Hirara is not the quickest in the jungle in comparison to other heroes. I'm not saying she's slow; she's an assassin after all, so she's gonna have a decent amount of ability to clear jungle fairly quickly. But when you got a Marcel, that guy is just in your face all the time, mid lane, jungle, everywhere. Quick rotation, lots of disruption. Like with a Hilda, you can't really go into to disrupt because you're gonna stun her and then she's gonna turn around and just bonk you
team is banning.
3 times in a row.
Yeah. And she does quite a bit of damage. Like, she can poke out Nasal very early on if she's not careful. You know, he does have insane mobility compared to any other roamer. But, you know, Hilda's one of those that can keep up. Either Hilda or Khalid, I would put against for myself. Just because, like, they can meet each other.
Yes. Yeah. But now I think there should be an XP lane ban coming through. What could give them a problem on the XP lane?
I'd probably ban Lapu. I think Lapu is so good this season, especially because he has so much sustain and damage. Plus, he has stun. Man, he's a full package, man.
Yeah.
People will be sleeping on him too much.
Agreed. Lapu is just too strong. He's been like that for a while though. Like the pros always pick a Lapu when he's available.
Yeah.
I didn't cure the pain.
Your
I
team is
100%.
ticking.
And like leaving it open gives you chance for, you know, because he's so good at getting to the back line.
Yeah. Interesting with the Valentina ban. I suppose they didn't want the Valentina to sort of counter the Marcel. Because, I mean, you can go Golden Hour into Golden Hour. And continuing with the theme of disruption, Gascom, they decide to pick up the glue. He's another one that's great at disrupting.
Yeah. And surprisingly, he doesn't get picked up that much these days in the AFL. I've seen, like, in a minute since I've seen it.
Yeah, true. Very true. But it looks like, what are they going for? Like, okay, look, 100% I agree with you. The Alice ban would have been a solid one. Yeah, it looks like their Quinn is reading their minds. He's going. They went exactly for the Quinn and Alice pick.
Yeah, no, Quinn is definitely reading their mind. I mean, I also did think about Alice. I just think they have a lot of, like, avoidability with their lining up for Alice.
Yeah.
We're gonna see.
Good, but they still have the mage to pick, right? And what are you going to pick mage-wise that's going to have the mobility to escape the attentions of an Alice? Already you've got Clint, who's not the highest in terms of mobility. Granted, we understand the Clint pick. It's to deal with the Claudian lane, just to sort of have a better time there. But Alice and Gwyn now make this kind of interesting. Should you go for the Purify as the spell then?
Always on the way.
If you're
Yeah,
Clint.
100%. If you see Guinevere, you might as well just, like, if you don't need the flicker, you can definitely pick up a Purify, because it just it doesn't, like, fully counter, because she can still get a passive and ult you. But in that time, she can be attacked, stunned, hit. You know, her whole aim is just to go in, kill someone, and immediately leave.
But an interesting choice coming in from Bang Gang. They went for the Matilda mid lane.
Honestly, valid. I think it's not a bad choice here, because, like, it's going to give them a lot of... They already have insane mobility. But Matilda's going to give them that extra sustain and shield. Plus, she also does so much damage now after her buff.
True. It is quite a bit of damage. So let's see how this works. Look, they've drafted very aggressively, at least for an aggressive style of play. Matilda, Hilda, 100% they're going in for these jungle invades. I mean, why pick them if you're not going to be using them in this aggressive lineup?
Yep. I think this game's probably going to come down to the junglers, eh? Whoever can outscale. That's what I'm thinking. Because Uriah, if she gets a slow start, she is pretty much bad for most of the game until she gets full blown.
Yes. She's got that little bit of a delay. Okay. I think we have a pause. I saw everybody moving, but I think there might have been a little bit of a lag out.
Yeah, possibly. But everybody is moving, but you never know. Someone could just have a bit of a ugly ping spike happening.
True. And lucky, this game was always going to be a bit of a tough match. When it comes to the two teams that are facing up against one another, they're both Madagascan squads, and they're within the top, I'd say 3, maybe top 5 best teams in Madagascar. I'd say these two are definitely within the top 2, along with Gascom Esports. So Bangang, Infinity. Infinity won the Madagascan regionals for the ENC qualifiers, which for those of you following the national scenes, it's the only major national tournament for MLBB for the rest of the year. IESF got postponed till next year.
Wild. Okay, that's fair enough. But I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to the NCA. There's so many things happening in that team. There's so many lineup changes for a lot of teams, like Liquid. Even Onyx has some weird lineup changes, so it's gonna be awesome to watch. Actually,
Yeah, true. There's like the Filipino team is looking a bit nuts. Yeah. When I don't know, you talk out what you wanted to talk, Quinn. Like, I'm actually loving your insight into drafting. If any one of you go back and try to match up timestamps of when he was calling out the draft to what the picks were, very much on point. For those of you who don't know and are tuning in, this is Coach Quinn. He's actually the coach for Void Esports here in the Southern African region, but he's an international coach. You can always check him out, hit him up on our socials, and I'm sure for those of you who want to actually get into this pro setup and compete, like Mod and I are busy talking about the ENC and what's going to happen. If you look at the Filipino team for this ENC lineup, oh my days, that they're stacked. Like, legitimately, they're stacked. I don't know who's going to beat them.
they put some demons together.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, they do have, in my opinion, the best jungle in the world, which is Kaltizi. Like, I know Kyrie, there was a time where he was top of the leaderboard, King Kong as well. You've also got a few more jungles who have been enlisted in that setup, like you could say the top 5. But Kaltizi, crazy stuff. The socials will be, like, if you actually click on the Waylander Gaming channel, you'll see that there's links to our website, and there's also links to like Discord, WhatsApp, etc. But I'll get one of the admins to post some of the links here in the live chat, and then you can join in. But if you check on our website, you'll see there's an option, find a coach. These are all verified, registered coaches, right? So we did our background check. We know how good they are, which is why they're part of the Waylander Gaming Find a Coach organization. Most of the coaches there are from the Philippines, so there is that, and they coach in that region as well. So you will have like a big potential to get one of those coaches. When it comes to finance and payment and stuff like that you talk to the coaches, they will tell you what their rate is. Don't stress, they're not monsters. It's a very reasonable rate. And as a group, you can have this organization or set up with them. We just facilitate like meeting coaches because we want the gameplay on our server to improve, which is what we're hoping for. And the best way to do this is with getting the coaching system in play. So you can always find a coach there, right? But with that being said, looks like, is there movement? With
Oh, it looks like Gilda is not moving at all, as well as the Hilda.
ooh, okay. Let me find out what's going on here very quickly, cause we were having some issues with the server. And so since Friday, for those of you who have been competing in the rank matches, which I'm sure is pretty much everybody, since Friday we're having a couple of problems with the server like crashing at random moments in time. Like a lot of us have been thrown into the Middle East.
Yeah.
And I was looking at some of the flags there, and I'm like, aren't you supposed to be at war? How did you find time to play Mobile Legends?
It looks like we got sent to a wrong server. From what the players are saying.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Let me just change this. I think I pressed 3 instead of 6. It should work now.
Okay. Did I tell them same draft?
Yes.
Yeah. We're still live.
Oh, yes. We're live through all of this. I was just getting everything set once again.
No, I just wanted to know if chat can hear me. Hi, chat.
Yeah. All right, let's just tell the teams good luck, have fun. I mean, they know pretty much what they're going to be picking any which way.
That's true. But lineups are looking nasty. Like, it's going to be interesting. This is going to be an action-packed match.
It is. Well, I expected like big things from this particular game.
Yeah.
In terms of an entertainment factor, because what you want to do is be entertained. And I'm just reading Lucky's messages in the chat there. He's talking about when Miracle Gen played Void. The first game they could have won though.
Well,
Time and tide wait for no man.
The first game 100% they could have won. It was something else.
I swear to protect it till my last.
Who would have thought that game would have had such a back and front feel to it?
I love the smell of gunpowder in the morning.
the Miracle Gen is not bad at all.
Will
Not
redefine
bad at all.
Your team is picking.
Well, Lucky, if you want to improve your XP rotation and micro, I suggest find a coach. There's lots of coaches out there. And like we said, you can always check them out on our webpage and find the right coach for you.
Your team is picking.
And they're gonna 100% help you with like the levels of performance. I mean, I'll use Void as an example, who Coach Quinn was coaching, right? Like there were certain things that they used to do, even just last year for that matter, where in terms of the draft there were mistakes that was being made. In terms of rotation strategies, there were some issues. Like even though they're a very, very, very strong squad and have always been so, at least since their creation. But having the coach took them up to the next level. It improved their win rate drastically. Like if you actually check out the Waylander Gaming website, you'll see that Void Esports are the only team who have competed in tournaments so far with a 100% win rate. It's just them.
Fight for the ultimate answer.
Which is kind of crazy. I mean, 100% win rate in anything, let alone in tournament setups, is oof. That's something to write home about.
100%. And I mean, like, having a coach is Like, I mean, even though the pros have coaches, they don't stop training, they don't stop learning. Their coaches is always teaching them new things. It never stops.
Yeah, true. Like, yeah, and Mommy, I do agree with you. Momo on the gold lane, both matches. Like the first game, it was Moskov. He was so deadly with the Moskov, and then the Harith gameplay in the second match was very much on point. I kind of love the guy's micro skills. Momo is one for the future. And one of the things I do appreciate about all these tournaments, it's highlighting and showcasing talent and potential talent for the future. So our hopes for this region, for the server, is one where, you know, we're expecting big things in the future, which is why the setup is the way it is. We're trying to make sure that everyone has all the tools necessary. It's just up to you to take advantage of it. And look at the Hilda. I mean, this is what you expect from a Hilda. To put that pressure, stop that early game ability to invade, maybe just delay farm and rotation a little bit. Hirara going in for aggressive play here. CC, we know CC's style of play is like that, spotting out the fact that he could be overextended and then hightailing it back. I mean, these are the decisions that you expect your jungler to make. You don't just go in and say, all right, this is an opportunity to get a steal. There was the opportunity to get the steal in there, not to say no. It was just a little bit too dangerous, which is why mid lane control is such an important thing.
100%. So we do see a nice gank happening here on the extra lane, just poking out blue quite low. Does manage to get out though.
Yeah. He has time to recall and get back to get that level 4, but now this is the counterplay coming through spatial migration and knock up onto CC. Now we see the further control in here as they dive into the backline. First blood going the way of Marcel. Alice with that zoning capabilities, just keeping everybody off their back. This is the thing with when you extend. It was to gank a lane. There's danger of being caught on the way back, which Bangang tried to take advantage of. It's just the counter initiation play that comes in from a Guinevere. You have to be respectful of a Gwen.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, they did burn flickers to also get that kill. So I'm not sure it was too worth it, but we do see Glue is putting quite a lot of pressure onto Alice. But you know, Alice is not going to die. Spatial migration also into the mix, managing to pick up the kill on Irara, potentially setting up for a free turtle.
Yeah. So Infinity showing why they won the ENC matchup overall. Already with the 3-0 lead and picking up near 2k. That's almost an item.
Yeah. That's actually a very healthy gold lead this early. I mean, it's only 2 minutes in.
Red team hero has been slain.
Yeah, it is very, very early on. Sinal with the spatial migration has been on point. I mean, 2 jump-ins, 2 pickoffs, just like that. BMI being committed. There's the dive underneath the turret. Marcel trying to drag out as CC is in a lot of danger of the Sarara. He's going to get taken out. Rough Waves being committed as well. But now the Violet Requiem comes in with the knock-up and they take down Hilda. It's already 6 kills on the board for Infinity.
Yeah, no, it's looking devastating. I mean, the gold lead is just growing. They're looking at like a 3k gold lead, and they're invading now. And this is the problem. Mirara can't come back from these kinds of things to do this spatial migration. No, there's a knockup coming out from Kadita. Oof. And they do manage to secure that blue buff invade.
Yeah, nice throw up, Rowan. Very, very nice. Nicely timed. I mean, the rotations from your side laners, they have to be on point. It's always that question of control. It's part of the major macro setup. The moment you have an advantage, like the way Infinity have, they're utilizing the fact that Alice is going to be able to not just sustain, but win the XP lane. And whenever that happens, you notice big rotations are going to come across. The jungle is now open. Hirara is going to be left a little bit exposed unless the team sort of rotates to deal with us. But they are trying to get a setup here onto Claude, who wants to build his stacks. Does not have Flicker available, so if he's going to get dived upon, this could prove to be problematic. However, quick rotation from Lasker. The Circling Eagle committed from Matilda, just zoning everybody back, and So that's going to be no circling eagle come the next turtle. But meanwhile, it's another pickup from this Guinevere. She's just hard focusing the glue. And that gives them the advantage. Oh, what a rough waves from Askeladd as Infinity are piling pain on top of misery at this first 5-minute mark in the game.
Has slain the turtle.
Oh man, this is the thing I don't like about Kadito. That range, that dash range is insane and it's so quick. Because we do see that there was BMI, but was Flo did manage to BMI out of the way. And it looks like top lane tower is gonna fall.
Yeah. And with only half HP on the mid lane turret, and the wraparound position that's available, they have the opportunity to continue with this pressure. It's going to be a nice bit of poke coming in from Alaska. It's just without the wagons. The wagons should come up through the next wave. But there's the blazing duets into the backline as Clint, second skills to a certain degree of safety, manages to escape the attentions of Infinity, at least for the most part. But now they've got the setup knowing that it's only Smurf here to try to defend this, who should have the ability to defend it as the team goes back for mid lane control. I actually thought they were going to stick around a little bit longer, maybe just zone the mid laners from coming in and try to take the bot lane turret, but maybe a little bit too aggressive.
Nice special migration into the Violet Requiem. You're going to be taking down CC. I mean, CC is just getting punished in this game.
Yeah. Look, I know lots of people love her. Her skill set's kind of cool. It's just that when you're susceptible to invade, she's kind of like pretty much any assassin jungle. You are susceptible to invades, and if you're going to get invaded, it's so hard to come back.
Yeah. Especially for her, because her scaling is rough. Like, she is very item dependent for cooldown and her passive and everything like that. So it's really hard. And Clue has been blown out here completely by Infinity.
Yeah. Now the dive in underneath the turret, but Askeladd with the repositioning on Kadita. Like you were saying, the dash on Kadita is such a long range. Third and final turtle is going to be up in the next few seconds. Harara is starting this off, seizing the opportunity to actually get at least one of the neutral objectives. Glue with the grab, but onto Askeladd, and the rough waves are still there. As we see the rough waves now come out, and they get another pick off, but they traded that for what? A turret and a kill for a turtle.
Yeah, I think it was. I think they actually didn't even lose a turret. They just lost a turtle for that.
Yeah. It's a very worthy trade-off. Like, granted, the turtle does give you what it, in terms of the gold and shield, etc., right? But trading it for map control, especially with this 12-0 lead, it's heading close towards the 8k gold lead mark. You want to finish this game off within the next, 4 minutes at most?
Yeah. 100%. Potential play maybe onto the Clint. There's a nice camp happening there.
Yes. Clint now being dived upon underneath the turret. Alice goes in. Will she pop the Throne of Ruin? Just holding on to it for the most part. Now the Throne of Ruin comes in, circling Eagle to try to get the team out. But once more, the golden hour keeps everybody safe. It's a quick double. And with this, the waves coming through, they could take down at least 2 of the tier 2 turrets. They have the numbers advantage to be able to do that, and I'm thinking they're going to hope to try to get the holy shields as well. Glue just wants to disrupt this wave and clear it so that they can protect the holy shields. The Lord will be up in around about 30 seconds, and with Clint just forcing this back heel, Smurf just blocking that minion from getting through. Bang Gang, they need to keep the holy shields, because there's no way they're going to contest for the Lord.
Yeah, they just gotta fight for the shields at this point. Yara was almost caught out bot lane by Guinevere. She did manage to get out. She is a very mobile hero.
Yes, she is. That's one of the positives about Hirara. I know we don't speak much about her positives. The mobility she has, the disruption potential, and she can bait out skills. It's nobody's business.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! There's the jump onto CC, who does get the escape going, but Askeladd, he's not worried about any escapes. As long as he's got the Petri and rough waves, you're not escaping Kadita. Not now.
I mean, Escala is really doing a good job on the Scuddy, so honestly, that would be scared. I'd be scared to go up against the Scuddy, so.
Yeah. Well, now, Clint just managing to secure at least one of the tier 1 turrets. First turret going in favor of BG. Lord has been taken, but still, the rest of BG have been holding on to those holy shields as best they can. All three are still up and running as the Lord wave is coming through. This is what they could have hoped for, like the best of a bad situation.
I thought Clint picked up a late Sky Piercer. I'm not sure if that's worth it. He could have just gone for more damage because they're in a really bad position. Sky Piercer is not going to do much for them right now.
Yeah, unless you're going to get the opportunity to get those stacks. Maybe he's thinking like with the defense now. If they could mount a defense, he'd get a couple of kills, build that Sky Piercer stacks. But difficult. Very, very difficult. Alright, so Holy Shield has been popped. Marcel trying to use the Golden Hour to protect the Lord, but the Holy Shield did the damage any which way. Askeladd trying to dive in, but forces everybody out. The mid lane turret almost falling, but the Holy Shields are there on the other two lanes. One more wave coming in here. They should be able to take down the starter. Claude secures that mid lane turret. Now the base is open. Alice once more zoning everybody back. They want to get at least another tier 3 turret in the bot lane as Herrera's trying to clear out the waves, but the spatial migration into the back line. There's the Violet Requiem. Throne of Ruin as the follow-up. The dive is in there. Askeladd comes through with the rough waves. Picks up a double. It's gonna be Lasker that is gonna fall, but it's a 3-for-1 trade-off. One more wave coming through. Claude should be able to lock onto this, and this should be. Oh, one more time for the road. One more pickoff from Guinevere. Infinity dominant in this game, number 1.
Yeah.
Victory!
Insane performance by Infinity. Did manage to get the kill onto Guinevere. Their tower damage was, MVP for them.
Yeah, what a game from them. That was, sure, very much on point. Though, I have a question for Moonta. I know Clint picked up the MVP, right? And I'm not saying he didn't do a decent job in the gold lane. But have you ever gotten an MVP with 1-2-1?
Nah.
Moonta is
Never.
biased.
It is. But he did do apparently 43% of the damage. So, don't know how that happened, but cool.
True. Very true. But anyway, with that being said, we're just going to get the match set up for game number 2. Infinity got themselves in pole position to take all the points. Gascom, how are they going to strategize to deal with this? As Coach Quinn said earlier on in the live stream, he gave the draft 70-30 the way of Infinity. Infinity had a very, very solid draft in game number 1.
100%. They had everything they needed. They had the Kadita to burst out down the squishies, Guinevere to get to the back line, and also just disrupt the tanks that were coming through there on the side of Bang Gang. It was just a lot, a lot to deal with.
Yeah, it was. It really was. But look, Bang Gang have been sitting top of the Madagascan scene for such a long time. The only team in my memory, or in recent memory, that's actually had that dominant a run as Bang Gang has had would have been Mavericks from SA. I don't know if you ever heard or played up against them.
Nah, I haven't actually. It sounds familiar, like maybe I have played against them in a while back, but I haven't seen or heard of them in a very long time.
Yeah. It's a lot of members of the current Evil Inc. squad. Doof, Virus.
Oh yeah, Virus was telling me that. Yeah, I remember. He was telling me about Mavericks and also 1 HP back then.
Yeah, so it was 1 HP that started first, and then 1 HP transitioned into Mavericks later on. And Mavericks had one of the most dominant runs in our region for like the longest period of time. It was a couple of years where it doesn't matter who was in the tournament, they were winning everything.
Dang.
Yeah, very, very strong. The same with Bang Gang when it came to the Madagascan scene. For the longest period in time, these guys, Birdie, Spectre, Smurf, right, they've been sitting like pretty on the top of the board. Well, what's been interesting in Madagascar, I don't know if you follow much of the tournaments in their region. I do, right? I follow everybody's tournaments everywhere. There's a lot of squads that have been climbing that leaderboard. You can see Infinity, the performance they put up in this first game. It's so strong, right? There's Infinity, Gascom Esports as well as one of the top Madagascan teams. Who else? A couple of the names slip my mind right now. But there's a definite upward shift here in terms of their scene. So you can see the pressure being applied to the top teams. It's the same thing that happens with, like in our region as well.
Yeah.
We have top teams like Void, for example. Saint Dynasty is another. Rutilan Sons, the third. Evil Inc., Renab Jutsu, right? There's a lot of like very, very strong teams, but those strong teams have recently not been having it their own way.
I am not the only one bound by these
Yeah, there's been some Giant Slayers lately, eh? A lot of Giant Slayers lately.
Exactly. So I'm very hopeful to see, and the thing is, I kind of love the fact that things are not as clean cut as it used to be. It means that there is improvement, there is shifts in the right direction.
I mean, it's always good to see the whole, like the servers as a whole, just like improve slowly by like level by level. You know, eventually we're gonna be right up there with the Philippines. Eventually,
Yeah, that's many years away. But the hope and vision and dream is still there. Now, once again, we're looking at a very similar banning phase to the previous match, with the Phoveus being banned out as well as Zushin.
yeah. Honestly, I'd probably be looking at banning out of Marcel, even though it didn't do much for the side of thingy. It's just a really strong hero.
Yeah, Marcel is deadly, and once more, you're looking at the Kadita being banned out. This is a respect ban, obviously, from the first game. Because Askeladd on that Kadita was deadly. But just to echo Coach Quinn's words, it looks like they're heading towards picking up an Assassin Jungle once more.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to pick in the jungle these days. Like, if you can't really, like, reliably get a guy, because most likely he's going to get banned out here in the first banning phase. Freddy's a bit too slow and susceptible to invade because of his clear speed now is very bad. You know, so it's really hard to like choose a good jungle these days.
Yeah, it's the gold lane and the jungle right now, where the pools are quite limited. Though I noticed, right, even in ranked matches, most people tend to favor banning out roamers, because roamers, I believe this. I think the roam is the most important role in the game.
100%. Like, if you have a good roam, your game is so much smoother than it can ever be. Like, just having a roamer that knows how to position or when to go in, when to disengage, things like that, how to disrupt, it makes your gameplay so smooth, especially if you're the jungler and the mage.
100%. I mean, of all the roles in the game, the role that needs to have the best macro knowledge, 100% has to be your own position. I mean, they have to really know macro in terms of rotation, timing, jungles, clear speeds, possibility for invades, possibility for overextensions to get the pickoffs. This is actually interesting. Metro going for the Freya pick with the Paquito open. Like, I always believe Paquito is first pick worthy.
Same. I was also very surprised, especially because they banned out the Phoveus. It just gave them the free like reign to go and pick up the Paquito. But maybe they expected like a Mantitar counter, but it's not really a counter because you can't keep up with the rotational speed of Paquito.
Yes. Now it's all a question of getting a certain degree of disruption, because when you're up against a Freya, what she's susceptible to is obviously any crowd control effects. Is what you need to deal with a Freya. Metro, granted, has got Purify as the spell, but you're going to need something to control him up. And with the Zushin being banned out, Freya became a bit more viable.
Yeah. I was actually looking at Kufra instead of Hylos. I think Kufra just gives a lot more, especially with those dashes coming out from a second skill. I think Kufra would be a lot more disrupting than Hylos, but maybe they have a kind of plan in mind for this Freya.
Yeah, I'm with you. Kufra would have been a solid pick into the Freya, just to provide that bit of extra control. Now, Smurf locking onto the God. But Atlas was banned out. So God Atlas, as we know, is a deadly combination. And with Freya, it would have just been on point. But Atlas being banned out, Grok is always good. And especially Grok into Hylos. So Hylos with the glorious pathway wants to try to create space to either engage or disengage. Mainly to engage, though. The wall from Grok really disrupts that from Hylos.
100%. Plus the tectonic charge, like as everybody's charging in, it just like sets Grok up so nicely for that counter engage. But I'm still a fan of the Gord pick. I mean, I feel like you can play Gord with anything at this point. He's so strong.
Yeah. He could be the best mid laner in the current meta. As in a solid safety pick.
Yeah. He has good damage, crowd control, and he's like the damage from his ult is insane. Picking up the Kimi.
Yeah, Kimi Hylos is a old school combo. Back when Kimi got that first buff a couple seasons back, that pairing between her and Hylos is just so good. But into a Grok God combination, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm also not feeling it. They're gonna have a lot of pressure with the double marksman, and Kimi's early game damage is nothing to sneeze at. Plus, he also has a really good wave clear.
That's true. But here's the thing, right? Okay, you got Claude to try to get in onto the God, right? With that backline dive. You're gonna need something to try to disrupt him. Zetian might not have been a bad option.
Yeah. I was actually thinking that Zetian would have been very, very spot on actually for that. Even the Eve might have been quite nice.
Yeah, true. You could have worked. Just adding that extra little bit of slow and control. Because I can see God being a problem in this game.
Yeah. I feel like God's a problem in every game.
Yeah, and
but definitely not one though.
Yeah, and Coach Quinn just suggesting another combo there, like the clear God one. That's actually a disgusting combo.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's hard to pick up Kalia into like the new tank meta because there's so much like CC and stuns and big AoE spells that it just makes it so hard for Kalia to get that one pick off target, you know. But it is a really good like combo.
Yeah. True. Very true.
I'm born with talent.
Now, Guinevere being banned out, which I suppose is a good ban because they will be worried about getting those dive setups into the backline. And Guinevere is a pretty solid pick in most drafts, actually. I personally believe she's in the top 3 jungle picks you can get.
Yeah, definitely. Especially because they buffed the damage so much. I don't know what Moonson was thinking. Like, she was already one-shotting. Now, depending on how you want to build her, you can build a tank and still one-shot the squishes. You can go full damage and potentially one-shot tank.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, in our current style of play, right? Building full damage is a little bit dangerous. It's like high risk, high reward.
Yeah, 100%.
And then finally we get to see your choice there, Merlin. The Lapu. Lapu is just strong into any lineup.
I was looking at the Lapu for the side of Infinity because they need like something to like front line confidently be with the Hylos and also get to the back line because Grok is gonna make it hard for the side of Infinity.
Yeah. Like in order to deal with a Lapu, you generally want to go for maybe a Yuzong or a Esmeralda. Like personally, I would have wanted to go for a Esme into a Lapu. Even Thamus, right? I know Thamus is not exactly like meta. Yeah. But you could use a Thamus if you're just looking at having a better time in lane. But you can't just look at having a better time in lane. It's got to be better time in lane with synergy. And having picked up the Freya, who we all know, right? Freya's not really going to be going towards the gold lane anymore. So they kind of knew who was the XP lane pick.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they could have also gone for. I like Arlot also into
They
Lapu.
call
It's
me a
not too
hero
bad.
because I saved my
They struggle
nation
to kill
from
each other.
falling
It
apart.
becomes like a skill-based matchup. Plus, Arlot fits very well into a lot of like team fight potential things.
True. Now with the final pick here being YSS, this actually means they got almost like a triple draft here for the side of Infinity.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like a lot of squishes on the side of Infinity.
Yeah, once again, it's gonna come down to the pathing from the jungler. Like Sinner's gonna have to be on point here, especially up against a Basha, because we know Basha is there for that full-on invades.
100%. I do think they neutered his invade potential a lot of it with his clear sweep because like it does take long to like steal something now. But I mean they have so much presence with the Grok and the Cord. It's gonna invading could probably be very easy for them.
Yeah, well, let's think about it in this way, right? What if they go straight to it, start the invade instead of Basha starting off here? Like, what if he decides to go in straight for a small camp invade?
Oh, there's nothing Infinity can do about that. We just have to watch it happen.
Yeah, like okay, Kimmy, let's be fair though, right? Kimmy does do a lot of damage level 1.
Yeah.
So that will be their only real hope, but it's going to be so difficult. And they are setting up more or less towards doing that. However, Smurf, nice, beautiful wall coming in there from Birdie. But Askeladd having to flicker to safety, so they burnt the flicker out very, very early on. Bang Gang opting not to go for this aggressive style of play. CC just now going into the mid lane. Oh, nice control, but the Revitalize being committed from Hylos. He's trying to walk his way around the wall, but there is even more stuns coming in from the Grok as this very, very, very aggressive early game composition from the side of Bang Gang pays dividends.
Yeah, 100%. That was very good. Like now they have the mid lane prior. Now they get to go for this invade here and potentially poke out this Lapu.
Yeah. Opting not to go for the small buff. For the blue buff, steal. And look at this from the Grok. It's like even if you want to try to contest for this, how are you even going to get close?
Gotta walk all the way around or wait till the wall to collapse like that. It's like it's way too late, you know. And it's also very smart by the side of Bang Gang to go for the small camps. Because in the early game, you don't really want to take the buff.
Well, yeah, 100%. Unless you're going to be able to take small camp and buff. But beautiful rotation coming in from Spectre, just to make sure that this right-hand side of Grok's jungle is going to be safe. He's going to have an opportunity to do a full clear and get himself ready to take this turtle. It forced Sinner to make this very off rotation, like just to get his goal back a little bit even. And now this creates that opportunity to take the turtle uncontested. What? You got this opportunity to get the gank onto the goal lane as Metro is going to get picked off. This is the thing with this, the style of play that they had. I don't know why we always say, like, this is a 5-man game. Like, the moment you realize there was a steal on one end of the map, it means that they're coming in for the steal on the other end of the map, and that means that you as a goal lane are susceptible to invades, as you saw.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, they saw it out. I mean, but also it's up to the gold laner to just like back off and just like, even if you're sacrificing a wave, you could just back off and like wait in the bush behind your tower.
Yeah, agreed. Tectonic charge committed from Grok, but now Lapu, he's into the backline. He's trying to focus Smurf as he gets the jump off in there. Takes out the god, but a counter kill in the mix. And once more, this jungle invade is just non-stop from the side of Bang Gang. They drafted for it, they're using it, this is what we expected.
Yeah, and YSS is one of those junglers that you can't really do much when he's getting invaded because he needs to scale, and it poses the problem because he needs to scale.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, with all assassin jungles, this is the thing. You counter them. You can counter them in draft, yes. But you can also counter them in terms of playstyle. So when you're playing, like if you're invading, like YSS now, he's trying to search for whatever he can get by way of farm, because he knows that Basha with that high mobility is going to be there in like seconds to try to contest for things.
I think you should like ask his XP, like to let him clear his wave once or twice, just to try and catch up.
Well, it's getting to that point in time where we should see that what I like to call the pendulum rotation. We're heading towards the 5-minute mark. Leslie with a big amount of poke damage onto Claude, but now Glorious Pathway has been committed. Lovely second skill from Metro as he just gets the disengage. Now Grok tried to seal them in for some plays coming out on themselves. It's going to be CC trying to find the dive into the backline, but Hylos just zoning him away from this. Already both XP laners rotating across. There's going to be a big brawl here around this turtle. As Sinner, he has the Mountain Shocker waiting for that right opportunity. Commits the first phase, but look at that from Grok once more. He traps everybody in there. The tectonic charge and the blow up happening here. That's going to be Turtle and
Red team hero has been
at least one kill. God somehow survived. Somehow. Conceal play coming out now that invade into the jungle as Sinner once more being forced by this wall from Grok is so broken.
Yeah, walls are broken in this game.
The zoning potential, like I mean, you saw the wall when it came in, right? It was just at the right time to make sure that there was no opportunity for the second phase of the Mountain Shocker to be committed.
Red team turret has been
Yeah,
destroyed.
100%. And that's for me what makes like a decent Grok player, a good Grok player, is that they know how to place their walls and stuff. Because it doesn't matter if you can get the sets and the ult if you can't reliably use your wall when you don't have your ult.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Mr. Gush coming through from Smurf, but he's gonna get picked up underneath the turret. Cadmia is quite low. He needs his team to just buy him a little bit of time to get the recall, which he does manage to do. But with the pickoffs there on the top lane, first turret going the way of Bang Gang. This game very different from the first one.
Yeah, 100%. And they have quite a fed Leslie at this moment. And you do not want to feed a Leslie this early into the game. It's just going to cause problems for you.
Yeah, agreed. Because I mean, Leslie with that range and that damage, it's kind of scary. And yeah, Coach Quinn, they have to be patient. I mean, it may not even be mid-game. They might have to wait a little bit longer here. Allow Gascom to at least take the neutral objectives uncontested. Because they do have a triple MM. It's the one danger you have when you pick a draft like this is that it kind of takes a long time for it to come online. But the Mountain Shocker into the backline. Sinner almost getting the pickup, but the turnaround is there. Oh, the timing on the tectonic charge from Birdie. He had such a small target to make sure that he got the knock up on the wall.
Yep, it was insane. As you do see that the Lapu here just committing the bravest fight just to escape, this is definitely going to be an uncontested turtle core. Just taking down the Lapu. Nice flicker just coming out there. The Freya into the mix here. Glorious Pathway has been committed but gets shut down by the box here with that beautiful rolling.
Yeah, they see him rolling. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Oh my goodness. It's just a slight repositioning. They get the pick off with the ultimate strike from the Leslie. Map is now open. This is basically a carbon copy of game number 2, except it's a different team in blue. I mean, game number 1.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, okay, number 1. But yeah, no, it's just like Bang Gang said, you know what, guys, okay? We felt that one. Good draft. Let's show you now how we do things.
Yeah. Well, we did say these are 2 of the top 3 teams in the Madagascan region, right? We always expected this contest to be tight. Very, very strong teams. And I mean, like, you could see some of the micro skills. Like Birdie with that tectonic charge. He had literally, it's just the small bit of the wall to aim at, and, you know, he hits it. It's just like, wow.
Yeah. And why is just not having his dash there? It was beautiful. Clutch plays.
Yeah, very, 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 very good. Now, it's the map control. The game is firmly in favor of Bang Gang. They've gotten a 6k gold lead, right? It comes down to this mid-game control. You got to make sure that Leslie continues to have the space to farm up. She's going to be your late game carry. And that you can take all the neutral objectives you possibly can. Like this first Lord of the game is going to be vital for them to at least get the tier 2 turrets down. Probably not the tier 3s, but at least the tier 2s.
Yeah, I think what's it? Infinity has to like try and trade. They either gotta send Claude, which I think they're doing right now. They gotta send Claude to push in a lane as far as they can, and just while they're doing the neutral objective, they just have to send their team into like fake contest.
Exactly so. If they can do that bait out, it'll give that space that's necessary. You can see Claude taking advantage of this because there's no real way to contest for the side of Infinity right now. The Lord almost next to nothing. Claude just continuing with his hectic split push down there in the bot lane. But oh my goodness, Askeladd, he's gonna get caught out. They tried to, I think, being a little bit greedy there with trying to pressurize the mid lane turret, and they paid the price for it.
Yeah, I actually thought they were positioning there to protect Claude in case they do try to like immediately go for him, and also just to give him vision. But they got a bit greedy trying to get the mid lane tired as well.
Yeah. In fact, when you know you're not going to take the Lord, you actually want the mid lane wave, or all the waves, right, in fact, to push in onto you. The place that you want to try to like clear it is actually here. And it's not even clearing the first wave. You want the second wave to come and join it. It's just make sure that the wave equilibrium is not going to be set. Because right now, the wave equilibrium is not bad for the side of Bang Gang. Even though, personally, I believe when the Holy Shields are up, you don't really need to get your wave equilibrium sorted out for the first wave. It's the second one.
Yeah. Because this is now just your opportunity to take down the last of the tier 2s so that you can try and crack open the base. Exactly.
So it's the second waves that become very, very important. But getting that wave sync on the second waves is very difficult.
Yeah, you have to set it up beforehand. Like, as the Lord is pushing, you gotta like get like the nice Uwe go with the Mystic Gush onto the Kimi, just melting him instantly.
Yeah. I mean, God's already 3 items in.
And Leslie has the most gold right now in both teams, so that's not good.
Oh yeah, look at that, 2 basic attacks onto Cadmia and he's just almost dead. Now pressure being applied, they do have a lovely wave sync. Hyas with the glorious pathway wants to zone Metro away on that Leslie, but oh my goodness, there's so much damage. But the shutdown comes in from Cadmia. Is he going to get picked up? He's trapped in behind the wall. Claude with the blazing duets. Can he get the pickoffs? He's in so deep they cancel off the BMI. And that's going to be a 2-for-1 trade plus the mid lane turret Bang Gang in the driving seat.
I mean, I know Claude needed that kill, but I think he got a lot of it too greedy. You should have backed out once he saw there was like 3 people basically on him.
Yeah. Do you think maybe Purify would have been a better spell choice instead of Flicker in this matchup?
100%. I think Claude 90% of the time wants a Purify, because like usually, like especially in this meta, there's always going to be big set tanks or crazy long CTs and knockups and stuff, especially because Claude ult is very susceptible to Grot's knockup. It can be devastating.
It can. Like, I also like to pick up Purify and carry 90% of the time as well. Because if she can not get controlled, and once she pops the light wheels, it's just like stand and deliver damage.
Yeah. Because if they can't stun you, they can't stop you. Especially like on a hero exactly like Carry, they're just gonna melt you before you can even kill them.
Yeah, true. Very, very true. Now, Infinity are in deep water here. They have to be able to defend this wave. Granted, there isn't real options here to try to contest for this. The strat that they're using so far is not a bad one, allowing Claude to split push. But he has to be careful because there's a Basha. Like, I mean, Basha, his mobility allows him to get across the map to stop split pushing. And Claude, having recently completed the Holy Trinity for the gold lane, I mean, he can dish out damage onto Basha, but I don't think it's enough to be able to take him down.
No, not at all. He needs a little bit of support. But I mean, just the fact that he has his Trinity is the dividends paying off from Claude split pushing, you know?
Yeah, true. Now, Wave equilibrium, beautiful wave equilibrium. Dive in here into high loss. Lasker has to use the revitalize, so no revitalize for the defense. A Lord being pulled by Cadmere, but it does manage to get towards the base. All the turrets should be taken down here. Kemi being engaged upon by the Basha, who's into the backline, but the knockup, God, with the Mystic Gush flicker. What a play from Smurf. Blazing Duets doing nothing in there. Full team wipe, and that's game number 2 going the way of Bang Gang. Honors even in this tie between the two giants from Madagascar.
Honestly, I don't know how the other games are gonna have to follow this one. This is so action-packed and like masterclass from both sides. I mean, wow, good game.
Yeah, 100% right. This was a very, very entertaining game. From the draft down to rotation strategies, very high-level performance between these two teams. However, we're not done with the international games. What comes up next is Dragon's Crew from Madagascar up against Tribe from Kenya.
Gonna be another interesting matchup. You guys are staying tuned. Please leave us a like, share, and subscribe while you're listening to the sound of mine and Way's voices.
Yeah. Right, so we're just gonna get the lobby set. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes. So we'll have the pause screen up and running. As Merlin said, don't forget to press that like, share, and subscribe buttons, and we'll be in the casting seat in 2 shakes of a bunny's tail.
That's an old one.
Late night, dark blue, feel that wave. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass. No sound, just bass. Everything in place, no tone, don't flex. No need, just press. One move, that's set. No doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest now, slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool.
Midnight calling. You feel it too. dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside.
Alright everybody, welcome back to the stream. We're into the second match of the evening. This is Tribe up against Dragon's Crew in this best of two. It's for the points once more. And interestingly enough, right, and this goes to show Merlin, like how international this event is. We've had 3 teams from Madagascar, now 1 from Kenya, and then finally we'll get to see some teams from South Africa in the game at the end of the evening.
Come and join me.
But it's nice that we can get like such a diverse pool of people to play the game, you know. It's just one of the many charms of the game. You get to meet so many different people from all walks of life.
100%. I mean, when it comes down to it, right, Africa as a whole, we play, at least those of us in the sub-Saharan region, we play on the same server. So it's only natural that we should compete against one another in tournaments as well.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it would be pretty selfish and greedy just to like make it South Africa only, you know, unless it's absolutely required for something like the ENC or something like that, you know.
Yes. And I mean, these teams, you can see how well they know each other. With the Lunox ban coming out, it's almost obviously a respect ban.
Yeah, but Lunox is really strong. It just is a very like technical hero. If you don't have the skills for it, you will get caught out and die a lot.
Yes, I mean, there was a time not that long ago, actually December, January, where Lunox was a must-pick kind of hero. She was so strong in that current meta. But that's changed with the recent adjustments. However, usually when you see Lunox bans, especially early on, even though it's a respect ban, it generally means that you're looking for something tankier in your lineup.
Yeah, 100%, because she is really good at melting tanks. And she has a very nice kit. Like, I remember the days when it was Lunox gold lane meta. It was insane. It was so strong.
Yeah, true. And I mean, one of the big adjustments was the fact that they made it easier to switch between her two different forms.
I wish.
Guided
By lantern's light.
With the ban,
And Martha.
I was just about to say, the bans are very similar to the first game we watched for the evening. Akai, Zushin, Marcel.
Yeah, I mean, those are the three heroes you really don't want to see. Like, I don't care if Zushin gets nerfed consistently, and she is still picked up by the pros. She is still hurting people's feelings, clearly.
Yeah, clearly. But let me throw a little trivia question for you then, Marlon.
Okay.
Which hero in the entire of MLBB is the most nerfed hero? Received the most amount of nerfs?
That is a good question.
Your team is banning.
I would think I would have to say either between Lancelot or YSS.
You think that one could also be, they make an argument for it. But the answer is going to actually surprise you. Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Like, scary.
So, the most nerfed hero consistently has been Fanny.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. But cause he just has a really broken skill set. But that is so true. Every year there's some kind of a nerf. Anytime they give her a little bit of something back, then it's like, oh, it's too broken. We've got to nerf her again.
Yeah. So the top three most nerfed heroes in all of ML is Fanny number 1, Harith number 2.
Wow.
Yeah, and Cho is number 3.
Okay, so I can understand. He also has a very deadly kit.
So, speaking of deadly kits, yeah, Harith used to be an absolute beast when he first came out. But in terms of the current meta of beasts, 5 of them are banned out. Akai, Paquito, Atlas, Sushin, and Marcel. And with so many bans onto the meta itself, these meta heroes, is going to be interesting in terms of what they're going to go for with their drafting. Right? So Duloc locking onto the Zetian as the first pick. This probably means we should see either an Atlas or a Yuzong, or even a Lapo for that matter.
Yeah. I mean, they did already ban Atlas, but...
Not Atlas, I mean Alice. Alice.
And Alice, yes. Yeah. You might even see a Belleric come out. I've seen people been using Belleric a lot lately.
Yeah.
It's been really strong on objective concession.
Belleric Zetian is a strong combo. And it means in terms of picks, right? The side of Dragon's Crew might want to pick up some of the heroes that could be problematic. Like Lapo, always a good choice, right? There's so little that actually really hard counters Lapo.
So cool.
Yeah. But looks like Tribe, they decide to go for the Grok Zetian combo. Grok Belleric, as we know, it's broken. It's absolutely crazy as a combo play. But the Grok into the lineup is not bad.
It's not bad, especially because it also does, you can potentially get the stun onto the board, which could save your team. I was liking the YZ pick that was being showed, because it's really good against Lapu. If you're going to put any XP laner into the mix against Lapu, it would probably be YZ, because you might win Lapu in the lane, but you can't stop the things that it does in a team fight.
Yeah, 100%. I actually thought the Yuzong would have been perfect, because he can synergize with Zetian. At the same time, he counters both Lapu and God.
Yeah. Because he has such a beautiful backline dive. I think out of all the XP laners, YZ has the best backline potential.
Yeah. Now, Dragon's Crew, they opt for the Minnow pick to provide a little bit of sustain So I'm thinking in this next phase there should be a carry ban coming through. Because if they're going to pick the Minnow, you're going to need
Banning.
something to benefit from that sustain. As in like a tank jungle. And unless you're going to be picking up Basha, you might as well ban it out as well.
Yeah, true. I'm expecting to see a carry and a Moskov ban. I mean, Claude still can melt tanks late game. They didn't touch his late game, which is early game, but that's where in the problem lies, because he already had really low scaling, as we saw in the last game. It took him a while to get online. So
Yeah.
we can just leave the Claude open, but I would definitely get rid of the Moskov.
Moskov carry.
Yeah.
Neither team's picked up MMs yet. So I don't know. Do you like Tribe might try to go for a fighter? Yeah, but there's the carry ban coming out.
Banning.
I was actually thinking the Dragon's crew would ban out the carry, unless Tribe are thinking of going tanky themselves
Yeah.
with the XP laner. Maybe Esmeralda. That's what they're looking at, because Esmeralda's another pick that can deal with God and the Lapu.
Esme would not be bad here at all, especially because they also gave her a nice physical, like defense buff on a natural attribute and some HP. She's so tanky right now. Like, if you don't have anything to melt her, there's a good chance she's probably never gonna die in a team fight.
Yeah, and we all know that Minnow's one of his core items is going to be Flask of Oasis. That just gives her extra shields to work with.
Yeah, 100%. They could even I think a Ruby wouldn't be bad either. The Ruby Guinevere Grok combo with the Zeti, and it could be a lot of.
Yeah, Ruby would not be a bad option on the goal lane, but they did get rid of the carry. I'd say maybe a Moskov ban might be on the cards. But they decide to ban out a jungler, Suyu. Interesting.
I know Suyu is good, but like they have like 2 magic damage dealers that can really put that guy down. So I wouldn't be looking at Suyu at all.
Yeah. True. Dragon's Crew goes for that all-round kind of marksman. He's decent into almost everything. Not particularly special at anything, but good into pretty much anything. The Clint pick. Well, I'd actually say Leo. Yeah, I wouldn't, because you already got the Guinevere, and you don't want to switch the Guinevere to XP. I mean, Leo would have worked if you didn't pick the Gwyn earlier on.
Yeah, 100%. But I think also the side of Dragon's Crew is switching up the Clint because they want to give their jungler more time, and Clint is just, not many heroes that can play with him, and I would not pick up Ranger. Please don't miss yourself.
Yeah, he's a bit underwhelming at present. Granted, he's not going to have too bad of a time in lane up against a Clint.
Yeah. My problem with him is his wave clear and his late game damage.
Yeah. Well, so the only way I can see the Granger doing well in this is if he's going to be playing aggressively. He's going to have to zone out the Clint. You can't be passive here. You got to zone him out and then adjust the wave equilibrium closer to your side of the map. Then you can save yourself from potential ganks. At the same time, you can clear wave comfortably.
Ling is a very good pick here, actually.
Well, yeah, but it does leave them open for potential invades. Because you've got Guinevere, you've got Grok, and you've got Zetien. Ling, we were just talking about this in the first 2 games. Whenever you're picking up an assassin jungle, it leaves you open for that pressured plays. And I mean, on a Ling, right, if you don't get your farm going, you're in trouble.
I mean, it's going to come down to the way he decides to do his jungle passing. And unfortunately, they do have the Minotaur is very easily poked out in the early game. So it is going to be hard if they do it. Like, if Tribe decides to go for the invade, it's going to be very hard for Dragon's Crew to stop him.
Exactly so. But, I mean, that's us discussing what we think is potentially going to happen in the course of the game. It comes down to the players and execution. It's, as the discussion you and I were having off stream, it's time for the stars of the shows to be stars.
Yeah, let's see. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
But I'm liking both teams' drafts. I'm gonna lean more towards Dragon Cruise draft just because they don't have a Granger.
Yeah, Gage, he's dropped off quite a bit from what he used to be. But let's see how it's going to be used. Like we said, it always comes down to execution. Individual skill does matter. Granted, draft is of immense importance, right? We saw that in game number 1, Infinity versus Bang Gang. You had two very strong teams against one another, and it was draft difference in both matches that played a part, and things finished on as even. But at the same time, right, like how you play a hero, what you do, the way you're going to set up to do what you need to do is always going to be a huge defining factor.
100%. As we do see, it looks like Ling is going for the early invader onto this little creep here, this little fire beetle.
Yeah. Well, this is King Kong's parting. Like if you ever watched King Kong play Ling, he was doing this even before the current meta.
Yeah, that's very true actually. And like, I mean, look, Minotaur did a really good job at buying the space there for Ling. I mean, Granger did come, but it doesn't matter, the jungler's still not getting that.
Yeah. But I mean, look at that from Just Woken. He took the opportunity to steal the small camp on the top. It's one of the best things to do when you know you're going to be invaded, and it's not going to be one where it's going to be a hectic invasion where they're taking pretty much everything. You can't trade for small creeps. Like Just Woken's movement, they're very much on point, like in terms of the decision making.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, especially if you for sure, and like with a Ling, normally you're gonna get invaded because you can just move across the map too fast. So you might as well just see what you can get on the opposite side.
Yeah, now the wave equilibrium from iNoob on point. I mean, it just goes to show how your wave control can affect the game. They burnt out the flicker from Clint, just with that the fact that Clint had to overextend for his farm.
And I mean, a lot of gold laners don't know about lane freezing and things like that. They just want to fight.
Yeah. Oh, the Fury of the Phoenix has been committed. Ling secures that objective, but it's first blood going the way of Dragon's Crew as well. Tempest of Blades into the mix. So, brilliantly executed turtle fight there from the side of Dragon's Crew as they pick themselves up a pretty decent lead. But I know with the rotation goes in with the Death Sonatas, but Bakudan just escaping on that god.
That was a beautiful flicker, man. If man just was 1 second off, it would have been dead right there. Flint might get caught out there in the bot lane, pushing a little bit too deep in the middle of the fight, and yeah, it looks like he is going to get taken out by the Granger.
Yeah, so Tribe, 1 kill back onto the board. That's the thing about the wave management. I mean, we're getting to see it again and again. Whenever wave management is like in your favor, then you can really take advantage of it. Now, there's a knock-up. Spatial migration into the Violet Requiem with the control eye care. Really needing not even the IC, just add a U to that.
Yeah. That was a nice play coming up there in the XP lane. But yeah, it looks like Minotaur's actually playing so well. For such a squishy tank, I'm surprised they're not putting more pressure on him.
Yeah. He's positioning to avoid a lot of the damage from the Zetian. We have seen Kumal on the Minotaur in previous games. He's done a really good job, but now he's going to get caught out with a lot of poke damage. However, the Mystic Gush just blocking everybody, but God Water set up with the Tectonic Charge. Fury of the Phoenix combination has just woken on this Guinevere, is on the hunt. They're trying to chase down yet another, and Tribe. 3 kills to the good.
Yeah.
Ling trying to get a dive into the backline, has to quit Tempest of Blades and get back out. It did create space for his the possible defense of the bot lane turret, but this means there's no way you're going to contest for this turtle. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
What he does! He jumps in! He stole the turtle like a thief. Ling, what a play.
I would have actually, like, instead of diving in there, I would have just traded. Because Ling, you could have just gone to the blue buff and still made it in time to do what he just did, try and steal the turtle, which was a really insane play coming out there. As you see the YZ getting poked out here by the Mystic. Gosh, the stun is on, the damage is just too much of the slows, and Gord gets the kill.
Yeah. This game is... well, we were saying this before the game started off stream, right? It's difficult to say who's going to win this match. These are two very evenly matched up teams. Granted, we do have the side of Tribe with a little bit of a lead in terms of the gold, a 1k gold lead. But the scaling from Dragon's Crew, they've got a pretty late game scaling.
Yeah, no, this game gets to the late game. It's going to be pretty deadly with the Tempest of Blades going into the mix as well as the Tectonic Shock. Just missing the mark onto the Link. Does he manage to get out? He just manages to slip away. That is insane.
yeah, nice flicker there from my noob. Just to get himself further away from Tempest of Blades. That's the thing with Tempest of Blades. You have to be patient when you go in. And wait for the dashes to be committed, and you have to predict the flickers as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing kind of like with Fire Booster. Old school, you know, the special migration is onto the Lafu here. Does get taken down by the YZ, just securing the kill there. But yeah, like honestly say, like you're going to shadow in, you poke, and then you wait patiently. People get nervous and they flicker or they do the flame shot, and then you just go back in and finish up the job.
Yeah. Now Tempest of Blades knocking up the Yuzong, but one of the swords was against the wall. However, a nice combo from 25th Bomb.
Yeah. The 25th Bomb has been showing really good stuff in the past couple of games that it's been in that I've seen. But man, YZ escaping that was really good. But now there's no Black Dragon for the turtle, so this is probably going to be an uncontested objective right here.
Yeah, which is kind of big. Now, Guinevere trying to find that angle to get the dive in, but zoned out here from the side of Dragon's Crew. However, Ainoob did trade this off for a turret in the bot lane.
Yeah, that's a very good trade. I'll take a turret over a turtle any day.
Yeah, true. Oh, but look at the control coming through. Ligidamo manages to escape past the Tempest of Blades. Could this be a turnaround? A tectonic charge used from Grok just to zone everybody back. But it is a 1-for-nothing trade. Will this be 2? Lobu with the pick off, and that's 2 for nothing. And Ainoob, nice rotation. Comes across to protect the mid lane.
Man, I didn't Ling love that. He was so dead. Oh, clutch plays characters. We do see they're putting quite a lot of pressure onto the mid lane turret. Killing spree onto the cord. Flickers in trying to get the damage onto the Granger, but gets taken down himself. That is a mega kill going in the way of this Granger. As we do see the YZ just coming back in with the Black Dragon. Does manage to get the kill onto the Clint. Well, the Minotaur managed to escape here. Is Granger gonna nope the guy the procs, and that is I think a 3-for-2 exchange.
Yeah.
Bringing Dragon's Crew.
Yeah. But this is kind of big now for the Granger. He's got the stacks on the Skypiercer as Tribe trying to place that pressure here into the mid lane. But Ling, nice wave clear between him and Lapo. So how Ling survived this was, if you look at Minnow actually rushed the flask. So he had that little bit of extra shield.
Yeah. And the regen that flask gives you and it pops. That's so good. I see.
Yes. Like one of the things. Oh, what a mystic! Gosh, as Dragon's Crew get a pick off in return. This game is so balanced. Map control, gold lead, everything about this game is balanced.
Yeah.
As Itachi is just saying that Tribe relies too much on Ainoob. Look, Ainoob has been so impressive in the gold lane throughout the course of this tournament. I actually want to go and check on the website when we're done here with the streams, like what his KDA is like. So for instance, those of you who are tuning in to watch these games, you can actually check on your favorite players' statistics, both overall from all the tournaments they've participated in, and on the individual tournaments like the AFL. Oh, spatial migration, knock up, where's the control? But Lapu tries to turn around with the bravest fighter. User diving into the backline. He gets the knock up onto Baku. We're done. And the hunt is on. Lapu is the only one trying to survive through this. Has to flicker back to safety. That is going to be a 2-for-1 trade-off with the Lord being up, but that's going to be no option for Tribe to take the Lord because the person who died was Gwen. So no retry.
Dangla unfortunately got killed there. But Link doing very nice combos here, just avoiding damage, poking himself, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to have to buy time though for their team to come back in. Try to get the setup. Nice rotation from Inub as they secure the mid lane turret, and this gives the side of Tribe a little bit of an advantage. But like, you know, I was saying, right? I'm 100% going to be checking on Inub's stats. What's his KDA like in the tournament? He's been very impressive.
Yeah, 100%. Ooh, nice emphasis play coming in here, and the YZ goes down.
Yeah, what a play from 24th Bomb. We did have a poll recently as to who's the best jungler in the server. It was Hashwath from Renab who won that particular poll. But 24th Bomb, he's making a case for himself to be on the next poll.
Yeah. I mean, he's been putting up really good work here.
Exactly. Oh, but Danger, he's gonna get caught out. Has to flicker back, but it's gonna be the knock up into the backline as the fight continues in here. Minnow trying to heal back his teammates. It's a 1-for-0 trade-off, but Grok, he could be caught out. Clint dishing out the damage here, and Grok is gonna be taken out now. It's the Black Dragon as Ling. He just focused on taking down the Lord, so they did secure the Lord, but the side of Dragon's crew are gonna have to hightail it from here. They need to walk this off. Minnow, he's being hunted by the Yuzong. And well, he's got enough sustain. Meanwhile, Ling, oh my goodness, without the blue buff, you can see he's crying for that blue buff. He's hoping to be able to get something done. And he somehow he's surviving this. However, Inuf goes in, and the Sky Piercer once more, this godlike. But is he going to get hunted down? Oh my word, that's going to be no Granger for the defense. Holy Shields will be up for the next 15 seconds. I think Clinton should actually leave the wave. Just buy time. Because it's 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, the Lord's gonna walk its way through.
I think he's gonna. Oh
my goodness! Oh my goodness! But no! When Fury into the backline, Fury of the Phoenix, but the tectonic charge into the spatial migration, what a combo play! But the Mystic Gush is still in there. But Yuzong, he's on the hunt. He knows who he wants to target. It's the God. Gets the knock-up. Gets the control. The defense is here from the side of Tribe as they take down 2. Lapu has to hightail it. He's got that arrow to dash to safety, but I don't think the Dragon's crew would be too unhappy with this, taking down the mid lane tier 3 turret.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we were praising the 25th Bomb so much. I think he heard us in the universe and decided to just play way too aggressively. I feel like he could have left. Like, he was on the wall. He just had to wait a couple seconds and he just dumped away.
Yeah. But he was in deep without the blue buff, which is where the problem started from. And Electrus, just to answer your question, this is the first game. So we're going to have same action, same drama, a few minutes after this game is done. And like right now, okay, Dragon's crew got 1 foot across the finish line. Can this translate now? Or will we see another setup like the way we saw from the side of Tribe? Because I mean, that setup for the defense on the top lane was excellent.
Yeah, 100%. They did get the mid lane tier 3 though in the exchange all exchange of that, but still looking really good.
Agreed. It is looking good. Brute Gamer providing that degree of vision, but he's there by himself. Do they sense this? They want to go in a little bit. I don't think they realize that they had the opportunity to do a little bit more damage onto Brute Gamer. But at the same time, do you want to commit your skills before this Lord is up? It's 10 seconds to go. And you have a Ling to make sure that the wave pushes on your side.
Yeah. And I think they're also a little bit nervous because they probably didn't have vision on Guinevere, Otherwise, okay, they did have vision on the YZ.
Yeah, Grok trying to go in. He wants to get that tectonic charge set up, but there's the Mystic Gush. The chase is on. Tectonic charge does not land on point. But the Lord, it's so low. Repositioning happening here, but I think that should be Ling securing the objective, but he does get caught. He does get picked up, but look at the heals from the Minnow. He keeps everybody alive. Tempest of Blades being committed. Ling has to back off. Now, the chase is on. Duloc is quite low. Grok is back in here to try to land the defense. Minnow once more into the front line. Has committed the Minnow and Fury. Lapu, slightly off with the bravest fighter. But the target really was Ainub as they're trying to hard focus him. There's the Mystic Gush coming out as Yuzong is into the back line as well. But he's going to get controlled up. Grok survived all of this, but Ainub once more with the Sky Piercer. He's keeping himself alive as Clint on an unstoppable Lord marched his way into the base. All the fighting, nobody balanced the waves.
As we do see the bravest fighters into the mixture, can they get the lock into the tower now? The poking from Zeti, and it's just too much, and the waves here coming out here from the side of Tribe, man.
Oh, Minnow and Fury gets a knock-up onto 2. Do we have the follow-up damage? Grok, tectonic charge, misses out onto the Clint. The chase, Ling into the backline, uses Tempest of Blades, gets a knock-up onto Grok. Clint with a Sky Piercer, that's going to be another. Is this an opportunity to be able to lock onto the base? I know, with the wave clear, but there's 2 more waves coming in. Are they going to commit for this? They can take down one more tier 3 turret. Lapu is the one who actually needs to get that dive in. But spatial migration, there's the knock-up from Guinevere. As I know, his positioning so on point to Tribe just survive by the skin of their teeth.
Oh, that was you know, Lapu just survived there because he committed the first skill first, and then as Guinevere landed, the stun came up, so he missed the opportunity for the ult. That was insane.
Yeah, some nice micro plays. What? Dragon's crew. They've got, I'd say, 1.5 feet across the finish line now. Because they also have the scaling that goes with this as well.
I know, and late game Ling is kind of terrifying. Like, I've seen the damage. You can basically almost one-shot a squishy.
Yeah, true. It's a minute to go for the next objective. Interestingly enough, he went for the War Axe build, just for that little bit of extra penetration, which is it's kind of risky, because like you either want to go for Hunter Strike or the War Axe. So War Axe is when you're gonna guarantee landing all your swords, and it's when there is no disruption to you going in with the Tempest of Blades. Oh, nice pick off from Ling as he gets in and gets out. This is the power of a Ling. Grok now being zoned out. The Minoan Fury has been committed, but as the spatial migration with the Winter Crown dodging all the damage from that Mystic Gush play, but oh my word, look at how much of damage output there is. It's 3 for 1, and the waves. Clint just needs that right space to get the lock on here. He's trying to hard focus the turret, but I know he drops the Wind of Nature, but the minions were just doing too much with Lapo. Yeah. Brilliant first game.
Victory!
That was a lovely first game. Insane back and forth.
Agreed. And, well, the MVPs, Ainub on the Granger, 9.2 rating, and Ike on the Lapo with a 9.9.
Well deserved for both players, actually, in my opinion.
True. So now we're heading into game number 2. We're just going to get that switch up happening. And once everybody is ready, it's time to go. Game number 2. Who's going to be winning this one? Well, it's anybody's guess. As I can see, there was a lot of Dragon Crew fans in the live chat, because you could see they had some relief that their team managed to win out. But with that being said, we're just waiting for the players, and here we go.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this, Merlin. Being one of the two of us who competes in tournaments, and the other one just gets to talk about competing in tournaments. Do you think going for player swap outs in the middle of a tournament is effective strategy?
Yeah, 100%. Like, it depends what you're trying to do. Like, if you have an idea for a draft for your second match and you know this player has a better hero pool or just better mechanics on a certain hero that you really need for your draft, or potentially will really need for your draft, I think it can work out quite well.
You know, I suppose the pros don't do it because their hero pools are just enormous.
Yeah. And they're pretty much good at everything that they play. So you'd rather have the guy that can play mechanically on everything than, you know, one guy who can just play one hero really, really well.
Yeah, agreed. Because I mean, even with that being said, it's not as if you're not going to have the choice, like, to specialize in a particular hero or master it.
Yeah, 100%. Because I mean, if you got the mechanic to be good enough to be put on the main team in the first place, then it's just a matter of time before you master the other heroes, you know.
Yeah, I see. Illustrious is agreeing with you that the potential to, go with these certain kinds of draft changes with your players can work.
Yeah. And it also gives you that, like, kind of like, like if, like let's say, for example, Immortal Order likes to really ban out, like, they like a lot of respect ban. So if you just stop out a player randomly, they're gonna be like, okay, what does this guy have?
Well, Illustrious, it would, I suppose, demotivate some players, but it always comes down to you as an individual, like your mindset. For instance, right, if I was ever subbed out in a game, it would personally make me more hungry to get better. So it depends on you as a person, like how you take it. Because we have to realize, and just like the pro players, when you listen to them on their interviews, they're very humble. Simply because they know that you can be the best for now, but when the meta changes or something changes, you may not be the best. So you constantly have to have this drive inside of you to want to be the best, to consistently climb up that ladder. It's the reason why some players in our server are much more famous than others. And even though there are some players who are just phenomenal, it's about consistency.
It is. I can't put you in today and then next week the meta changes and you're useless.
Yeah, exactly so. But the improvements that have been happening across the region has been pretty much on point. I'm quite excited to see what ML is going to be like in a couple of months' time, let alone a couple of years' time.
Yeah. It's gonna be exciting. I'm also looking very much forward to seeing how things shake up. The Ling ban, that's the respect ban coming out there. But honestly, that Ling was putting in a lot of work. Online, the 24 pound was cooking.
Yeah. What the respect ban? Though I know you mentioned Immortal Order with their love of respect bans. What do you think of that as a strategy in the banning phase?
I think it's not a bad idea to get someone out of their comfort picks, but like, it depends on who you're going against. Like, if you're gonna respect ban and then leave something crazy open against a very good team, it's gonna come back to bite you. Yeah. I'd rather just ban out the necessary things for the draft that I'm trying to create in my mind, or the ideas of what I don't want to see.
I agree with you. I actually prefer that as a banning strategy. Because imagine you're playing up against, say, like Shady, for instance, in the gold lane. You'd notice that a lot of teams try to ban out his famous or signature picks, like the Moskov, like the Harith, right? But the guy's got such an enormous hero pool that you can put him on pretty much any gold laner and he's going to do well.
Yeah. And I imagine you ban out the Moskov and Harith just to stop Shady, but now you give the Marcel or the Atlas or the Alice, things like that. It can really just come back to mess you up.
Your team is picking.
Yeah. So I mean, like, strategy-wise, granted, there's a lot of like for instance, when you're looking at the banning phase right now, when you see like a Zushin, a Marcel, and a Phoveus being banned out, it means that you're probably going to be going for something that
your team is picking,
sort of like a Freya pick. That's going to be susceptible to a Zushin. That's going to be susceptible to a Phoveus. And even a Marcel. Well, maybe not so much Marcel, but at least the Zetian and the Phoveus picks are going to give Freya a problem. So you can obviously go for the first pick. And Illustrious, thanks for the compliment. We really to try to make sure that the AFL is going to be successful and showcase the talent that's here. And when, we're always going to be on the lookout for that next big star that's coming through. And the AFL's thrown up a lot of names for congestion.
100%, 100%.
No one can escape my
Ooh,
iron
this is an
fist.
interesting pick. The Badang coming out here.
Light.
Well, whenever you're up against a Freya, having that little bit of extra control does not go down too badly. Argus, though, right? Look, I know Argus received a buff. Is it enough to make him a comfortable pick?
No, I don't think he's a tournament competitive pick. Maybe I think it might have been a lag out. That August pick. But Badang, I can see potential. Like, he's really good at stopping certain things. Like, if there's an Atlas, for example, if you just commit your wall to the Atlas as the engage starts, you can provide your team a lot of space.
True. Very, very true. But let's see what happened here. I'm just watching the messages in the group chat as they tell me whether we need to end this match and restart it. Okay. It is going to be a lag out.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad the August pick wasn't a choice pick because it did get a buff, but his buff is like a double-edged sword. Basically, what happened is it's just you get now dashes on your basic attack, which is kind of nice when you're hunting someone down. But if you get bursted and your ult triggers on its own, then your cooldown doubles. So you don't have it for a while. So it's very easy to just quickly go burst him and then wait. Like, just surround him and wait for his ult to finish because he is so squishy.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, let me just tell the teams we're going to do a redraft due to lag out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be same
band.
And same first two picks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it does happen with our region quite a bit. So, we're looking at you, service providers.
For real. For real.
One of the things that I've noticed, right, throughout the almost 2 years, very soon it's going to be 2 years that we've been on stream with all the tournaments, is the networks in our region kind of suck. Because we get so much of lag out all the time. That running online tournaments, like, there's problems with it based on this.
Your team is banning.
Now, I hope that the teams remember what the bans were. Oh, they are. They looks like they remember.
Yeah, it does look like they remember the other lane. And then there was the Phobius banners, last ban, and Dragon's Crew.
Yeah.
Your team is chains.
And then Pac-Man.
Good memory.
Punch for a punch.
Your team is picking.
But though I suppose you don't have to remember the Paquito ban.
Completed.
Yeah.
You just
Not
have
at
to,
all.
No one can escape my
Yeah.
iron fist.
you just have to know it's Paquito. He's always going to be banned.
Yeah. I was surprised. Last game they banned Paquito, I think, in the second banning phase. I remember correctly.
Oh, this is a good choice, Sora.
100%. Into the Freya, especially.
Hmm.
Plus the Badang, it could be a very nice combo coming out here. Because I'm guessing Badang is definitely going to be Rome.
Yeah. Well, it's going to open up Valentina mid lane as a pick. We were having a discussion the last time it was Valentina XP. Granted, Valentina XP does counter Sora, but it provides other weaknesses as well.
When you gaze
Yeah.
into the stars, the
Selena.
stars gaze back.
That's an interesting one. I mean, she does give a lot of CT and she can give a lot of vision onto the map. It's just her problem lies in the fight. Like, it's really hard for her to engage without dying.
Your team is picking.
Yeah, true. Well, there's the Valentina mid lane pick, but that's going to be a Selena Rome then. Interesting. That means, like, in the next phase, Tribe should definitely be banning out tank jungles.
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, this gives me PTSD. Like, whenever I see Selena roam in rank, I just know it's basically auto lose because you need a front line.
Yes, true. And Electrus, the NA always has problems with their server, but it's not so much the internet connection. Like with us, our server is more or less okay, except for recently, over this last weekend.
Yeah.
It's our internet connection that's a bit of a problem. I do know, I actually cast some games for the North American tournaments. I actually got to sit there live in lobby with BTK back in the day while they were in playing a match, and I cast a grand final for, I forget which event it was, but that was a while ago. And Lavender, welcome to the stream.
You always like to see new people, new faces.
Well, Lavender, she's always on stream, just sometimes doesn't chat to us. Yeah.
Ah, okay, I see.
Now,
But yeah, no, this is a weird draft here.
with the Joy pick, okay, look, that's one less ultimate for Valentina to steal. But Joy's dropped off from the meta quite a bit.
Yeah. There's just too much CC in the game. That's the main issue. Like, and there's so many ways to interrupt it. And we also have very dashy heroes, very movement. Like, we can just match you. We can dodge your ult. We can get past you. It's not too difficult.
Mm-hmm. And to get the CC immunity, you gotta time the beats perfectly.
I've been waiting for too long.
Is banning.
Now,
That's not always easy.
yeah, true. Now, do you think it's gonna be a Fred ban coming through?
Either Fred, okay, Baksha is already banned, and Akai is banned. Either Fred or even Barat. I would also want to take out Barat, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Because he's so strong now as a tank jungler. Like, whenever you do sharp off, you gotta look at what's also available. Barat also has a nice ability to keep the objectives safe. You can just hit the jungler as it tries to come in.
Finish off what was left
Yeah.
undone.
True. Very true. But they decided to go with a respect ban onto Kumal. But I mean, with the Selena pick, unless you're gonna flex the Selena into gold, which is unlikely, she's not gonna have a good time up against a marksman.
No. I think they should have also prioritized maybe banning out like an Atlas because Battle Dragon's is probably gonna like one something.
Come on, Dexter.
Okay, but they have a Selena roam. I'm not even talking about Atlas. It's just there. Oh man.
Yeah, and look at Lavender calling me out for misgendering.
Wild.
Yeah, I recently learned that, because I'm old, right? You gotta forgive me. I don't follow what happens a lot on social media. I recently learned that misgendering is a thing, like an actual term that people use. I was like, what is this even?
In my
Your
dream
team is
world.
picking.
Yeah, because we got people that want to be, they want to be men and some people want to be women. So we have misgendering now.
Craziness. The world.
Yeah.
Okay, look, the last time I was like into social media and making posts and stuff was before 2020. Something happened in the last 6 years.
Yeah, I don't know what happened myself. I just saw things were changing in a very big way very quickly, and it has become a normal thing in society for a lot of
Craziness.
places.
Craziness. The world has gone to hell in a bucket. What any which way. Shirin picking up Beleric. Now,
Call me a hero.
I don't know who's going in the
Save
wrong.
my nation from falling apart.
Is this going to be a Selena Gold? Like, legitimately?
I think it's gonna be Freya Gold,
At Selena XP?
Mud, and Valentina XP.
Okay. Yeah, maybe makes a little bit more sense.
Because otherwise, I don't know what's going on. If that's not the plan, then I don't see how this works out.
Yeah. So the final pick is... it's going to be a gold lane choice. But I think even iNoob is like, wait a minute here. What am I up against in the gold lane? I don't know what I'm going to be up against here. Is this going to be an Obsidia? Because like Obsidia into Freya, Obsidia's going to have some problems.
Yeah, 100%. But once she gets to like Gale, her ult is gonna be a problem for a lot of their players.
Yeah, true.
Because she just shut down like the Freya, she gets the ult on her, shut down the YSS, even the Valentina, who I'm guessing, in my opinion, should be the main priority for that ult.
Yes. Agreed. But this draft was very different from usual, and once more it comes down to execution. And Davinder, Uncle Way is closer to 50 than you think.
The fact that you call yourself Uncle, lets everybody know.
Well, that's what I get called in real life, except minus the way part. It's only in this community that everybody calls me Way.
Honestly, I don't know, Both sides look like they can both invade each other comfortably, actually. I think a little bit more towards Dragon Screw, just because Valoric is very annoying when you want to go and invade or be invaded. It's fun and nasty, plus the damage.
Yeah, agreed. But once more, as we wait for the teams to load in, it comes down to execution. Everything is execution. The first game was tight. Right? Could have went either direction, but once we got towards the mid game, Dragon's crew with some nice pickoffs and some beautiful plays, especially from the Ling, turned the course of the game in their favor. But now it's still points to play for, and let's get to see how this is going to turn out.
I predict that it's probably going to come down to the YSS and the upside, That's my prediction.
Yeah. It's about whether you can get them online. That's the big question.
Yeah. Whoever gets online first, I think is going to immediately boost the others, boost their team. A lot of damage coming out here onto... Selena going in. She does manage to get the first blood here onto the Lunox.
Yeah.
Insane damage. That's the thing about Selena.
She does.
Insane damage.
She does. But that taunt from Kumal, very much on point, got the setup. Because Lunox... This is why she's dropped off, is that her damage output's not the way it used to be, and at the same time, this very aggressive playstyle does not suit the range that she has, because her range on the skills are not that fantastic. But the dive in once more, as Batang uses that second skill to get himself the shield that kept him alive. Brute Gamer, nice micro play, but now the Joy goes in, gets the dashes off, doesn't have the electro beats just yet. So it's a 1-for-1 overall, and just like the previous game, very, very, very even things. Now, Freya could be caught out. The Electro Beats comes through as Just Woken gets a kill onto the gold laner.
Now that I'm looking at it, they kind of do have a disgusting duo here between Valoric and Selena, because they have stuns for days. You get caught by those two, I don't think you're moving. Yeah. The whistle arrow, especially when you get the nice range on it. Oh my word! Look at that stun. Look at how long it is. Yeah, it's insane. And it does so much damage. I mean, but you will see a drop off in the late game. Yeah, true. How much the late game? True. Very true. Now, YSS starting off this turtle, Valentina in the front line, just doing the zoning away, but it's going to get caught out by the Badang second skill. However, the dive into the backline, Lunox committing the Dark Ultimate, gets caught out by the Mountain Shocker. Oh, but what a brilliance form. Can she get the pickup? She does, but pays the price for it. Meanwhile, Sora diving into the backline, but now the follow-up rotation with Freya making that quick rotation across, and that's going to be a double going the way of Kumal. Okay, normally I like to tease the roamers for whenever they secure our kills. But in this case, I think he had no option but to secure our kills. Maybe the last one was a little bit overkill. Yeah. But this is also where you get to see how Valentina is so good, because she gets that level 4 super early, and she just gets it, she just commits it to the torrent form long before Sora could even get there. Yeah, true. Now the Electro beats onto Belleric. Kumal being forced back, but look at the Abyssal Arrow. It lands onto Joy, and she just has to stand still and hope that nobody's engaging. I think that's the most annoying part about going Selena. These traps that she just put everywhere. And the arrows, look, she might get a potential pick up here onto the Joy. Oh, she flickers forward, then that will be Joy getting taken down there. But, she does definitely get caught out there by Badang, so they're just securing that kill there with the ultimate. Yeah. What? Bone something, man. Hunt of Bone. Hunt of Bone, thank you. Yeah. Though as an English phrase, I don't really understand it. What is a Hunt of Bone? I also don't know. It's not hard for me to remember, I think, as Freya is getting poked out here quite a bit. Belleric just comes for the defense. And yeah, Freya gets to go back comfortably to her lane.
Yeah, a nice dash over the wall. Badang just didn't have the first crack available, otherwise it could have been GG's.
Yeah, 100%.
He's Wrath of Dryads on point, but the Brilliance form being committed. Now the dive back in as Sora comes around with a wrap-up. He thought he had a tortilla in there as he just catches onto two, but Joy with the Electro beats into the backline, tries to turn this around, but look at this. Sora doing so much of work. Now the chase on by Freya. She uses the Valkyrie's descent, but he's going to get caught up in the Hunt of Bone underneath the turret, uses the Vengeance, but the dash back. I know, what a play from him with this Obsidia.
Yeah. I think that's the best thing about Obsidia. They just have ability to keep repositioning in fights, because I believe a dash, especially late game, is like second.
Agreed. Well, what a play from Ainoob. This guy is, I think that because of what he's been doing in the tournaments recently, as the games go further and further, he's going to get hard targeted.
100%. I'll target that guy. He's been making insane plays for this last game and this game.
Exactly. And just like the first game, this time around, even more even. You can't get any more even than what it is right now. Mountain Shocker first phase has been committed. Second phase as well. As the side of Dragon's Crew want to try and apply some pressure into the mid lane. But you got to be careful of Lunox, that Dark Ultimate of hers, which is one day I'm going to learn the name of that Dark Ultimate. I just keep calling it Dark Ultimate, and strangely enough, right, all the casters in our region call it Dark Ultimate too. One of us needs to learn this. Nice Abyssal Arrow. Are we going to see the Wrath of Dryads coming through the taunt as the follow-up dive underneath the turret? Brilliant execution from Dragon's Crew.
100%. I mean, the Electro Beast was very on point there, but they managed to trade for the top lane tower. But they might potentially get back to the bot lane towers. We do see the presence form has been committed here by Lunox, just giving her that space to escape.
Yeah, Belleric, he's diving in here, gets the zoning away, but the second skill from Brute Gamer. However, Wrath of Dryads catches onto two, mid lane turret, explosion as Freya dives in there, showing why she is a Valkyrie. Oh my goodness. And Dragon's Crew, just like the last game, in the mid game they seem to start to shine, but now the chaser's on as they take out the YSS, just woken on a killing spree. Sora with the Thunder Fist into the backline, gets in and gets out.
Yeah. I mean, it's looking pretty rough right now for Tribe, but they still have a very good. I think their late game comp is slightly better than Dragon's Crew.
Yeah, they do have a nice scaling composition, especially with Obsidia, because once she's online, she's really gonna hurt. Electro Beats comes out, but the taunt is up as they catch her to just woken. Oh, but he dashes back to safety. What a first crack coming in from the Badang. The Belleric casts that Wrath of Dryads, but once more, I knew with the repositioning. Brilliant spot from Lunox. Sora comes in with a Thunder God. There's the control. Is this gonna be everybody? It could be everybody. It's a full team wipe, even though, 25th bomb just sort of respawned.
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was doing too much on those first, but yeah, they gotta get the shutdown onto that guy.
Yeah, nice control from Batang. He keeps his team in space and available to secure the third and final turtle. But Belion just trying to secure the mid lane turret. It's nice when you see teams doing like different objectives at the same time.
Yeah, 100%.
You expect that to be like a very common thing to do. However, I once had a conversation with Con from Saints, and he's like, the number of times I swear my team, because we're taking the turtle and we already have positional advantage, but everybody's coming. And he's like, you got to do more than one thing at once. So he's like, yeah, true, very true.
100%. I mean, in the time that it took Tribe to get that bot lane tower, they managed to get top and mid lane.
Exactly. And map control, I mean, it's on. Oh wait, there's an engagement here. First crack does come out, and they finally take out Shinnin on that Freya. I mean, the map control is still in favor of Dragon's Crew.
Yeah, 100%.
Valentina with the stolen Sora ultimate. Kamal, nice zoning into the backline, holding on to the Wrath of Giants, now commits it, manages to catch onto one. The follow-up is there. They take out Just Woken. He will have time to respawn before this first Lord of the game, but slowly but surely, Dragon's crew are just eking out an advantage.
Yeah. That was a nice shutdown though by Dragon's crew there onto that side. So honestly, Just Woken has also been playing
really well. Yeah, agreed. But now, can they translate this into getting themselves into position to contest for this? Because when they do contest for these neutral objectives, it has been working out for them. Because Freya is really good at pickoffs, but around neutral objectives, there's mages who do a little bit of a better job. But now, onto Boat, onto Valentina, she's being chased down. There's no way to escape. The first crack comes up, but she's like, oh wait, I can actually get some amount of mobility, but I know B says, no, I'm chasing you down. But with that now, it means that this Lord, they provided enough distraction in here as they take the Lord uncontested. So, I don't know, was it worth it to go for the Valentina pickoff?
No, there was lack of priority there. Immediately when she used it, they should have backed off the gun. See that the Fear of the Phoenix is into the not Fear of the Phoenix, the Valkyrie's the stance as well as the Torrent Foam committed there. By Sora, as so much damage is being dealt. Everybody, Hunter Bone is into the mix. That is a double kill going in the way of the Subsidia right here. Make that a triple kill. Ooh, that was an insane engagement right there.
She just picked up Berserkers. I mean, we can actually check the... Yeah, we can actually check the stacks. She's got 40 stacks on Skypiercer.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
That will do it. 40 stacks is decent.
Yeah. Especially with the Berserkers just getting picked up, the damage output that's going to come from the Subsidia is going to be insane.
Yeah, 100% so. This could be a turnaround moment for Tribut Sora. He's going to get caught out underneath. He gets a dash back onto Ike, who repositions beautifully. But now Sora, he's just walking around in his defensive form, just throwing out as much fists as he can. But 24th bomb with the pickoff here in the bot lane. Can they secure this turret? Lunox has forced to be to flicker back just to escape Ike with the stolen Sora ultimate. Oh, nice Abyssal arrow as 24th bomb picks up another kill. The dive here now is onto Rhino could be caught out. He tries to reposition, but he's gonna get hunted down as, that was almost like what you would call a suicide. Attacking ability.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a suicide, but to be fair, he wasn't getting out, so he might as well just do some damage.
Yeah, true. But I can say the words like suicide and stuff now without Scarpy here, because he always reminds me that there's certain words you're not allowed to say on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, that is fair.
Apparently.
But I think it's a matter of context,
Yes. It is about context.
Yeah. Not like you're just randomly saying it for some nefarious purposes, because YouTube will send you a notification saying that your stream is being demonetized.
Yeah, well, they can keep all of the maybe 5 cents that we would earn. Yeah. It's I was listening to a monologue by Ricky Gervais. He was talking about how with this whole censorship programs from various platforms. I mean, YouTube's not bad. Like, YouTube's actually pretty decent. And the censorship that they do have is wise censorship. Because otherwise, the social media landscape's kind of a wild west. And if you don't have some amount of control of it, it can go, over the top. But he was talking about in general, especially in the UK, where the amount of censorship that you have on things that you say, it's nuts. Like, I was listening to some of the things that you're not allowed to say in the UK. I was like, what is this? It's like George Orwell's 1984, Big Brother, where it's like the state is really putting pressure onto people. And then what you want as people, and this is why I love our country so much, is we have actual freedom in our country.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can buy freedom.
Yeah.
You're free to do pretty much anything you want. There's not too much off limits.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not saying that anyone should do this, but you and I could go outside right now and burn the South African flag, and you're not going to get arrested for it.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not,
country that capital offense.
exactly. I'm not suggesting anybody should do that, right? But it's just having the freedom to be able to do that. It's like it's an important thing, I believe, in life.
Yeah. Especially with freedom of speech. We have a lot of freedom of speech in South Africa compared to a lot of other countries. There's so many things that you can't say. In the other us, it's basically just like, most of the racist terms you can't say.
Yeah.
Which is fair. That's a normal thing.
Exactly. I mean, we're a very chilled, like nation, like people, which is a good thing, to be chilled. Because, I mean, what other country have you ever heard the phrase Pusa Thursday, where the weekend starts on Thursday and people start drinking on Thursday? What country has that? It's our country. Now, the Lord is going to be up in about a minute and a half. Dragon's Crew, solid map control right now. They're looking at going for a 4-1 split. Though, do you think Freya should be the one doing the split in the 4-1?
Nah, I think it should be YSS. He has the better mobility to get out if it does come to that, because he can just commit his ult, and also he can give himself vision if he feels like threatened.
Yes, I agree with you. Because Freya is, at this stage in the game, a little bit susceptible to pickoffs. And you don't want the Freya to be picked off, especially before a Lord, because that could cause big problems.
Now, this Freya has been a very vital thing for their front line. Yeah, she has died a lot, but that just means because she's been doing a job, she's putting so much pressure onto them. Because otherwise, it's just all up to Belleric,
Yeah. It's why we were talking about not having a tankier XP laner could be problematic. Yeah. All right. So with the lag outs being sorted out, the side of Dragon's Crew, this time round, they actually have a certain advantage to try to get the Holy Shields.
Yeah, they can. They can really try and push for it. Although, I would say it's probably just better to just slow push these lanes while you wait for the Lord and just soak up as much farm as you can. Maybe get this mid lane tower.
Agreed. And you can see Tribe, they're trying to make sure that they can keep these holy shields available for as long as possible. But I mean, they will be down in any case. Oh, but YSS being engaged upon the Hunt of Bone was committed. But the joy, the immortality taken out into the backline. Beautiful. Wrath of Dryads manages to get the catch onto the Lunox. But Freya, she's going to get turned around between the Dark Ultimate and the Hunt of Bone. That's going to be a mega kill going for the direction of YSS. Will he be able to get another pick of? But he's trying to get someone under control, but it's a double kill. Now the chase is on. Are they going to be able to get? Oh, it's a trouble. The light ultimate, however, is preventing the potential maniac. Oh, she's a maniac. He survived. How did he survive?
Double kill.
I don't know. There was insane plays coming out there. Oh man, was it the 25th round? Yeah, the 25th round. Insane.
Yeah, this guy is going to make a name for himself as an assassin jungle. Wrath of Dryads was committed, but Joy did escape. Uses the Electro Beats, but Kumal just sustaining through all of that. But Joy did enough to clear the waves.
Yeah. I mean, he did get shot down in the first for the Maniac. So he's not going to be, he's going to be a bit late for the setup here on this objective here. So, yeah. There's a very possible to contest here for the side of Tribe.
Yeah, it is very difficult. But Badang doesn't have the flicker, but he has first crack available. So this could be a moment where they can get a potential turnaround. It's going to come down to being able to... Oh, look at this Hunt of Bone coming out onto the Valentina. She dashes back, turns around, but there's YSS, Mountain Shocker. But I know he somehow manages to pick up a double, and that's going to be a bit of an advantage going the way of Tribe. But there's Freya with the turnaround. She pops the vent, and she's going ham into the backline. But the Wrath of Dryads from Kumal just start doing I thought it was going to be enough, but Joy, she had the full beats on that electro beats. Sora with the Thunder got a Bustle Arrow on the mark here onto Duloc, who has to flicker back. But oh my goodness, Baku were done with the pickoff. It's 3 for 3 overall. I think this one's going to be reset.
Yeah. Man, Baku done. I was doubting the Selena pick, but he's really making it work. As we do see Freya getting poked out here by the electro beats, but the turnaround is coming your Freya as she does. Will she be able to take down the Sora? The damage is so much, but the sustain is so much. It's just back and forth, and Freya does manage to pick up the double kill.
Oh, nicely done by the Freya. Now the Hunt of Bone onto the Freya. She's gonna get shut down, but without the jungle, you're not gonna be able to contest for this Lord.
Yeah. But honestly, nice pick off there, because that Freya just did a lot of work. So just to be able to punish her for it was really nice for the side of Tribe.
Yeah. But now it's a question of Dragon's Crew. They gotta get that their waves sorted out here, because it is a Lord, but you gotta take advantage of it. Oh, the Giants with the catch up onto Lunox. That's gonna be big. That's very big for the defense of this Lord, which should be spawning up any second now. As we know, it is, or at least we should know, 10:40. I think we can make that a freeze. It's when the waves spawn. 10 seconds, 40 seconds.
10 seconds, 40 seconds. Yep, that is when all the way spawn. If anybody didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, but I know with the pickoff once more, look, the damage output from Obsidia is kind of crazy. The Lord being distracted, pulled off as Obsidia takes it down to half health. Joy with the electro beats into the backline, trying to make sure that the Lord doesn't make a charge. And oh, what a play from Tribe in terms of the defense. Now Obsidia is going to be in deep as the chase is out here by Freya, who pops the vengeance. I know, trying to reposition, but he's going to get controlled back up. He's dashing, trying to survive this, but the hunt is on and they take down the Obsidia. Now potential, can they crack open the base? So far the defense has been strong from the side of Tribe. Can they continue with this? They seem to have gotten themselves into a pretty decent position to mount this defense.
Yeah, I think they can definitely defend. Ooh, the Rata Drive has been committed here, as well as Sora coming in here with the Thorin form. Both Thorin forms has been committed, as well as the first crack. Freya is trying to re-engage here with the Fury of the Phoenix, but is the damage enough? And Batang does get taken down by the YSS with committing the Mountain Strucker. That will be a 2-0 exchange.
Yeah, and with 2 waves making its way across, the options to take down one of the tier 3 turrets is there. Duloc just trying to force everybody back. He goes that Dark Ultimate is kind of scary, but Tribe somehow, some way keeping the tier 3 turret standing.
Yeah. I mean, this is an insane back and forth game coming out here, honestly. Ooh, Hunter Bone just barely missing the mark there on Selena. I think it was that chase onto the Obsidia that costed them that ability just to, force through and crack open the base.
Yeah. Agreed. But and they did have a decent amount of wave equilibrium as well, so I would have thought some of the turrets would have fallen. And we're pretty much looking at everyone close to, if not full build already.
Yeah, everyone's pretty much full build. The Freya has already even sold her boots for Wind of Nature, so next time the Freya comes, it's gonna be a bit odd.
True. They are trying to hunt out this Freya, though. They know that she's the one who's going in with a split push. Just trying to spot out into the jungle. Oh, but the trap keeping them safe. But now Hunt of Bone has been committed. Freya dashes back to safety. This is going to be the 18-minute Lord. This is a big boy. It takes a bit of time to take him down. Are we going to see the side of Tribe try to come in for the contest? The zoning being done here by Dragon's Crew very much on point. They're not allowing anybody in close. But now the dive into the backline. Sora wants to try to get into YSS, who uses the Mountain Shocker to perfection, securing this. Now the dive is in here as they do manage to take down Sora. The hunt is on, but Freya already committing that Hunt of Bone, doesn't have it available or sidesteps the Abyssal Arrow, but they're chasing for even more. Valkyries is sent into the backline, but Freya is going to get thrown out. However, it's going to be Ainup. He's in the back. Can he get another pickup kill? He took out the YSS, but oh my goodness, it's gonna be a double for Noob. But he is taken down. The Lord marching his way through. They just don't, actually they do have the Freya. Wrath of Giants gets the setup. It's only gonna be Brute Gamer left alive. This should be GG's. They're even chasing the one more kill.
Like, just in the game, guys. Don't get greedy. That's when things happen. Now the Lord gets pulled up onto the side tower here. But dang, just trying to do something. You're just trying to buy enough time so it does make it back. Well, the immortality has been popped off here. But can they get the defense up now?
Well, a nice play though from Bajang with that Lord pull. Yeah, I mean, he bought enough time for at least one teammate to respawn. But it was just, there was too many minions there.
Yeah. I mean, very good game from both teams, honestly. I had so much fun watching this, man.
Yeah, it was highly entertaining. But the entertainment continues even though we're 20 minutes behind. So ladies and gentlemen, let us make a little bit of a rush play here. We're going to have the pause screen up and running. We'll be back in a couple of minutes really as we get game number 3 for the evening sorted out. This is going to be one of the monsters in our server, Evil Inc., up against King's Decree. So that's game number 3 for the evening. We'll be back with you very, very shortly. Don't go anywhere, and don't forget to press that like, share, and subscribe buttons.
Late night, dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Came in quiet, no scene made, no flashes, clean shade. Everything move when I say, no rush, let it play. Cold air, slow res, no stress, no tears, all smooth, no mess, just steps, wait, let it ride like that, slow, bring it right back. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. All black, blue tint glass, no pass, just pass, no sound, just bass. Everything in place, low tone, don't flex, no need, just press. One move, that's set, no doubt, no guess. Down, feel it in your chest now, slow. Everything connect now. Dark blue, feel that way. No rush, I don't chase. Move slow, set the pace. All calm, all wait. Dark blue, low light, no talk, just vibe. Step in, whole night, all eyes, don't lie. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool.
Midnight calling. You feel it too. the dark. Cold wind whisper through my heart. Every step echo like a spark. Something tearing me apart. I hear your name in the night, but it don't sound right. Like a ghost in the light, pulling me in. Don't run, don't run. Don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside, underneath.
Slow walk, I don't chase, just follow. Same road, same pain, same hollow. Guitar cry with a tone so cold, like a story already told. Feel that weight in the air right now. Every move got a shadow now. Turn around, but there's no way out. It's locked in.
Wait, it's right behind you. Don't run, don't hide too late. Feel it close, can't escape. Heartbeat racing, feel that break. It's inside. Wide awake. Don't run, don't fight, don't speak. Every breath getting weak. Too deep, too far, no sleep. It's inside.
Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. We told you we won't be too long. The games were a little bit on the lengthy side, and we had some pauses, which brought us to a bit of a delayed start for game number 3. But it is Evil Inc. up against the King's Decree. And Virus with the first ban for Evil Inc. It seems that Paquito is not seeing the light of day. He's actually been banned out in all 5 games so far.
Yeah. He has been. There was one game where the opportunity was like they did have a chance to pick it up. They banned it in the second phase though. But a priority is depending on what kind of draft you're looking to go for. But the previous ban here tells me that most likely Evil Inc. is going to try and get it.
Yeah, true. I mean, well,
Now Akai enters the scene.
it is Evil Inc. with the first pick, so if it's going to be left open for you to choose, well, if not, why not?
Yeah, you can pick Puck into pretty much anything. There is no such thing as countering Puck. So you can't stop what he does. And that's like disrupt the backline because insane sustain and damage. It does something.
Yeah. He's got such a fantastic kit. The only way you can deal with him is through pickoffs, because he's going to rotate. Like the moment you just take a look at the fact that his wave's cleared, you can get him.
That is probably the best time. And even then, you might get punished. You might die for trying to get that pickoff. He's not going down alone, I can guarantee that.
Yeah, true, very true. Well, if you're going to have enough control, then it can work, but you got to have the control to deal with it.
100%.
Among the planes exists the equilibrium.
So final ban for the side of Evil
was
Inc.
made for.
is Eve. So this means, what are they going to be looking at as their first picks coming through?
Yo, this is actually tough for me. Like, I think maybe Lucian or Zetian. I do know that Virus is complaining about Lucian a lot, but it might not get picked up. I would
Your
maybe
team
think,
is picking.
maybe the Atlas actually. I would think the Atlas. That pick could probably be their best choice right there.
True.
But yeah, batting out the Ying is a very smart choice coming out there from the side of Evil Inc. As well as the Valentina band.
Well, it's so far in terms of the draft that they have, Phovius, Glue, and Eve. All of them are actually there to deal with assassins.
It ain't just
Yeah.
a game.
Your team
You
is
gotta
picking.
fight for yourself.
'Cause, like,
I believe we might see a Fanny. I think we might see a Fanny come out.
yeah.
Potentially.
Actually, yeah. True. Though, I mean, like, okay, Eve doesn't really counter the Fanny all that much, right?
Yeah.
In terms of, like, she counters most assassins, not all of them, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, she does counter the Guinevere
Your team
quite
is
a bit.
picking.
Because that slow, the poke, right? And then, unless you're going to catch her early with the spatial migration, and if she takes, like, Purify, she's going to Purify and then out, and then you're in trouble.
Yeah, 100%. And she does so much damage. Like, people be sleeping on the Eve pick, man. That thing is insane. 2 items and she can be bursting people.
Yeah, exactly so. Now, this combo from the side of Evil Link is kind of disgusting. Like, you got
But this
this is kind of a broken combo. And so you got God, who does deal with Fredrin quite nicely. The same with the Atlas, and you throw the Sora on top of that. And especially with the Valentina being banned out. I mean, Evil Link took full opportunity of the Valentina ban.
I never even thought, like, God should have been the first thing I thought of when I saw that first pick and they banned out the Eve. That actually, now I understand why.
Yeah.
Eve is really good into board, because they both stand far away and they can both poke from a distance. But I think Eve has the range preference.
Yeah, to force squad back at least low enough so that it creates opportunities to dive in.
Your team is banning.
So yeah, I mean, this is diabolical drafting, honestly. The Badang getting picked up, like I said, you can use Badang to just like hold Atlas in place. It's not perfect. It just gives your team a better space, but I mean, Atlas is still gonna do Atlas things. You explode. Those flows.
vengeance incarnate.
But yeah, Moskov getting taken out there. That's actually a very smart choice. I was thinking Moskov would be very nice for the draft on the side of Evil Inc. Flint, that's probably a spec ban, I'm guessing. But he's really good right now. It's just,
Yeah. He's strong into pretty much any gold lane pick.
Yeah.
But, it's not like the best. However, if you're doing your homework, you can definitely get some respect bans.
100%.
Yeah, so
And maybe they're going for like a squishier, like a late game scaling kind of marksman, so they just don't want to have to deal with the early game pressure of a Clint.
Yeah, true. Very, very true. Maybe we'll see them go for that Leslie pick, but yeah, the King's Decree, they also did their homework. They're like, no Fanny for you.
Yeah, and Fanny would be diabolical to this. Like, I mean, Sora said, Atlas said afterwards, God, this Fanny just causing havoc. It would have been insane to let that open.
Yeah. The only problem Fanny would have is maybe Fredrin if he can get the taunt off.
Yeah, but it's not so. Yeah, it's not so easy. I think maybe the Badang might be an issue because I think the second skill does take off the strings for a second.
It does. Because like the extra wall there causes a bit of problems.
I think that would have been them. Ooh,
Yeah.
X-Ball coming up. That's a smart choice, actually.
Well,
PC immune, good damage onto tank.
yeah. And should be okay in lane up against a Sora. It won't be fantastic, but okay in lane. It's like Temple Druid in the live chat is calling for your head to be shaved. I don't know what you did to deserve your head being shaved.
Why? Oh man, I'm close. What did I do to you, fam?
Our final 2 picks. This is really going to be a Mia. I don't think so. Because like, Mia can't get caught out by the X-Hog.
Yeah.
But strangely enough, Mia is not bad anymore. I mean, she's not good, but she's not bad.
Yeah, like once she scales and that ult cooldown is at maximum, she is a problem to deal with in the late game. Because you gotta get multiple stuns on her.
Yes. Interesting with the Ixia pick. Like, I can understand it in terms of the synergy that you'll have with the rest of the team.
Your team is picking.
Wait, this nigga actually went for Hayabusa?
Yeah.
At least the inner evil.
Well,
And
Hayabusa. Well, look, I know Ghost is showing Minotaur. Right? He's not a Minotaur pick, 100%.
Yeah. I don't think it works too well because like the Fred and the Badang is there. It's gonna be so hard for him to like. Look, if you got the fast fingers, it doesn't matter too much unless you're trying to unless Fred is always close by to your target, because he can get you with the knockup.
Yeah. Well, the target's going to be Melissa and Louis, but you're going to have to delay your engagements. So a lot of jungles on assassin jungle, right? Like I've noticed this. They play ultra aggressive. Now, there's a time where the ultra aggression works. Like, for instance, the Ling game we just got to witness. It worked so well for 25th Bombs simply because there wasn't really any way to hard counter the Ling. There was a couple of knockups and stuns, but, if you've got the mechanics, you're going to be okay. Hayabusa's dropped off in terms of his damage fairly significantly, but if you can have the patience necessary and allow your team to do what your team needs to do, which we've seen Virus do on multiple occasions, it can work.
100%. I think Melissa made a mistake not keeping that Purify, honestly. Because, like, now Hayabusa has a slightly easier time getting onto her. Because they can just, like, the team can just play top that off. But, we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens again. I think it's going to be interesting, man.
Yeah, agreed. Look at this from both teams. It's not very often you get to see both teams being helped by their side laners to start off the jungle, which is what you actually, it's strangely enough, it's what you expect. So I actually think that Super Juju on this God is going to be one to be on the lookout for. In the last game he played God, his positioning was on point. Even though he was playing at like over 200 MS for most of the game. Nice invade in here. They're trying to get a potential steal. Atlas in and out. Even if you don't get the steal, the fact that you have the opportunity to delay jungle rotations makes a big difference.
Yeah. And I mean, they did have to help this Fred clear early because, like we said, his early game clear got very nerfed, so there was going to be very good potential for them to engage as we do see Hayabusa committing the shadow thing, decent poke damage here onto the Lord.
Yeah, nice.
But I mean, this fight from Evil Inc looks nasty, man.
It does. But it's got a timing on it. You got to wait for that correct timing. However, Ixia having a very, very solid time here in the gold lane up against Melissa.
That's actually surprising. I would think that Melissa would have the edge. I mean, it does also come down to a bit of skills. We do see there was a bit of poke out here onto the Atlas, because he has that doll for the range.
Agreed. She does. And Inspire as well. But Ixia's got some massive amounts of sustain. Now, Evil Inc, they're setting up for something here in the mid lane. Neo suspecting that they're going to be trouble, but the stun comes through with the shadow kill. And that's first blood Hayabusa. That stun from Super Juju on point, but you could see the setup was in there. It's always like if you're a mid laner, it's the wave before the turtle. You're gonna be under a lot of pressure. Mystic Gush committed onto the Fredrin, but I mean Fredrin, he's gonna Walk this up. Shredden's got a funny name. I think I'm voting him name of the series, Netanyahu. Sora into the backline, holding on to the Thunder God, but there's going to be the Lost Insanity from Xborg, but Sora with the drag back, and they get a pick of High Madness with the kill. Now to chase onto Putang, who dashes back, just flickers out of God's control. Melissa made the rotation across, but look at this from Ixia. She's eating up some gold from the shield.
Yeah, and that's not what you want from an Ixia, because the faster she scales, that wide AoE damage that she can do is insane.
It is. And now, at this next juncture, this is where you're going to see the combination from Evil Inc. potentially come online. So King's Decree, they've got a decent amount of disruption ability. They need to start using it a little bit more. It's about trying to get themselves into position early to get those potential pickoffs. But so far, in terms of the start of the game, Evil Inc. with very disciplined performance.
Yeah, 100%. I think the Lure you pick here is the bit of the weak link here in the draft from coming out from the King's Decree. I think they needed something with a bit more mobility.
Yeah, she's really good into tankier drafts. There's now lots of pressure being applied, stacks built up there by Virus as he gets the pickoff. I mean, that's what you kind of expect from your Hayabusa plays. Because of the nerf to his damage, you need to build multiple stacks.
100%. The better you stack your Skyfisher, the more viable it becomes. As you do see that the engagement is onto the Melissa here. Health being committed and she goes down.
Yeah, big skills committed. And now that does secure the kill and the turret, but it means the skills aren't going to be available for this turtle contest, but I don't think that the side of King's Decree are going to try to contest this.
Yeah. Ooh. Nice, almost nice potential play coming out there from Gordon and Atlas. Just unlucky that Louis managed to get the flicker.
Yeah, it was flicker for flicker. It's nice projection from Super Junior, but now the engagement here. Do they have the control to catch Virus out? No, he's got the fast fingers to escape. He went in with the shadow kill. Badang just flickered his way to safety there. Just for those of you who don't know, right? If you want to cancel off Hayabusa's ultimate, flicker in the same direction in which you're walking as God gets the pick off before the Wrath of the Praise's Wrath could connect.
Yeah, but don't forget about the important part. You gotta walk a little bit. You can't just immediately flicker. Did you see the what is the Xbox alcohol again?
Last Insanity.
Last Insanity, thank you. But you did manage to just get out there, but the red buff was stolen and the top lane tower has been as a triple kill happened down in the bot lane. Man, insane play coming up from right.
Yeah, what a play from High Madness. They went on him 3v1, he comes out on top. Beautiful play on the Sora.
Yeah.
So things right now looking a little bit dire for King's Decree. Evil Inc. are piling on the pressure. They go in with the full combo. That was overkill. That is, if they could have killed Fredrin twice. Full barrage and Mystic Gush. Oh, but look at the fatal links in the backline by Dope. The drag back onto everybody is a killing spree for Virus. Does he have the shadows to try to dash back out? He does manage to do so. And they pick off yet another potential to try and take down some of the tier 2 turrets.
I mean, insane plays coming out here from Evil Inc. But I mean, what do you expect from one of the top 5 teams in the server?
Yeah. They're already with a 12-0 lead, gold lead, significant. Oh, the Mystic Gush with the flicker from God. Can he get himself out, Sora, with the protection just to allow Super Juju to reposition? But once more, when the Atlas is zooming in on you like that, you can be traumatized.
Yeah, 100%. Especially because they're probably definitely gonna solo set you if they've done it before. But I see why Sora managed to win that 1v3. You used to add very smart itemization. You built Queen's Wings first.
Yeah, that's very clever. Full barrage has been committed, but the set not there. However, Last Insanity into the backline as they try to get onto the Ixia, but she has that ability to sustain through all of this. Once more, oh my goodness, Virus gets picked off in the backline. He went in with the the shadow kill, and that's going to be 2 shutdown kills, so it's a 2-for-2 trade of King's Decree. Want to try to turn this around, but Atlas, he goes in with a zoning once more. Doesn't have the fatal links, but he's relying on the damage output from God, makes it 3-for-2 overall. I mean, look, Evil Link had that a decent set in there, but those 2 shutdown kills might cost them a little bit.
A lot of it. Those are big shutdowns. I mean, they got Madness, and they got Virus here on the Hayabusa, so pretty good shutdown kills.
Yeah. And especially considering, right, Madness was already on Godlike. So that's a big chunk of gold. You can see the gold lead has decreased significantly, but it was significant to start off with. Oh, Hayabusa tries to get in onto the Melissa, goes in with a shadow kill, but she's got the go away. She throws out a lot of damage using the Vengeance, but Virus with the pick-off. Joof just fighting an extra degree of CC to secure us.
Yeah. The Louis might get caught out here, as we do see that the engagement is there. Atlas and Virus just managing to pick up the kill. Another stack on the Sky here. So, not looking good for the side of the King's Decree. They gotta slow down the plays a little bit, but Mystic Gush is being committed in the mid lane. Well, he does manage to escape, just barely.
Netanyahu. I can't believe we didn't say the name more.
Netanyahu. Netanyahu. Is it Netanyahu or Netanyahu?
Oh, Netanyahu. Oh, nice first crack from Badang, but he does not have the damage to sustain through just the Fatal Links was committed. Now, Mystic Gush onto Fredrin, who dashes back to safety, but with all of that, Lord is up, 1 Holy Shield being taken down. Evil Inc. are in prime position to seal the deal here. They've got almost 2 feet over the victory line. Almost.
Yep. I mean, they just need to... It looks like the bot lane Holy Shield has been taken down, so they do have a way in to crack the spaces, reduce the accesses into the backline, while, you know, Hayabusa just securing the Lord for them, the whole point of that whole thing.
And then we enter the pauses. I was just looking at that Atlas play. He just was, I think, about 2 or 3 seconds away from Fatal Links being available. That was an opportunity. It would have been 3 people caught, but it happens.
Yeah, it does. But I think he was mainly just trying to zone, make sure they can't even, the zone in here that they were doing is insane. Look how deep they are in their own base, basically. They can't even walk up to the Lord.
Yeah, it's challenging, right? And Lavender, it's true. Anything can happen in the course of the game. It's why one of the things that we always discuss, and you'll hear us say this on stream a lot, right, is understanding wave managements when you're in both winning and losing positions. Like when you're in a winning position, you'll see this, right? Because Evil Inc. is a very disciplined team. You'll watch them make sure that they can get all 3 waves to crash in at the same time, right? Whereas if you decide of King's Decree, what you need to allow to happen is allows at least 1 or 2 of the waves to push in onto you while the Lord is up. So while the Lord is still being taken, don't actually clear the waves. Let it push onto you. And then you build like a double stack of waves. And so what that does is it allows you to disrupt the wave equilibrium and doesn't give Evil Inc. the opportunity to establish wave equilibrium, because then they can't crack into the base. You need all 3 waves to come in at the same time for that to happen. When you do it like that, then it gives you the opportunity to come back, because you can survive at least 1, maybe 2 Lords like this, and then the gold lead, which is about 10.5k right now, can be decreased in those moments in time. So wave management from both positions is an important strategy for teams to know what to do. And yes, Quinn, it's going to be the Trinity build on the Melissa. I'll just put up the builds here. You can see it's just the golden staff left to be completed.
Not cool, honestly. The crit build is nice, but there's so much tankiness. So it's better just to go for the Trinity.
Agreed. And as you can see, Evil Inc., they're trying to establish this wave equilibrium, because they do have 2 Holy Shields down. But with that push from the Melissa, it disrupted one of the waves. And this now gives them the opportunity to try to defend. But Hayabusa, he wants to beat this up, but he's going to get caught out by the first crack. The timing in there from Badang just kept his team alive. Lord charged in and has been eliminated. But all the fatal links catches onto everybody. What a combo play. That was, to use Virus's words, diabolical.
Maniac going to the side of the court. Man, this is what I was talking about. The team fight looks disgusting. Oh.
My goodness, what a combo. That was absolutely insane. A very, very strong first game from the side of Evil Inc. So King's Decree, they're going to have to pick themselves up and get themselves ready for game number 2. A lot of it, as we know, it comes down to the draft. You got to give yourself the best opportunity in that drafting phase. The players are ready. We just get the lobby reset. And here we go.
I think we're definitely going to see a God ban and a massive ban now.
Okay, I think I thought everybody was ready. Okay, now everyone's ready. Okay, here we go. Game number 2. That was legitimately diabolical. That combo was disgusting. Oh my word.
Everybody died instantly. There was like, oh, you don't even have the time to do anything.
Now a Kai
Oh my word.
Your team is banning.
Straight off the bat, a Kai ban. I mean, look, I'm a fan of banning out a Kai. Very difficult to deal with.
But I don't feel like it's worth it if you have first pick. This would first pick a Kai. Just like I would first pick back. They just the things that they can do is not easily stopped.
True, very true. It's so difficult to actually stop them. I mean, the Badang ban coming in, that's a respect ban from the previous game. Badang was, especially on the sets onto Virus, he was waiting patiently for Virus to come in with the quad shadows, and he was like, yes, now's my time. Let me save everybody.
Yeah, 100%. And he also got some nice walls, like, to stop Atlas at some point. But you know, you can't always stop it.
Yeah,
There's
true.
the Atlas fan.
all at once.
Lessons were learned.
Now, this is 100% assassin jungle for the side of
Yeah.
Evil Inc. There's no way you ban out the saver if you're not going for assassin jungle.
I'm pretty sure they just want the fanny. Like, I think they really want the fanny.
Yeah, they've been angling for it from the last game. And, well, the side of the King's Decree have not been allowing them to pick it up.
Yeah. I think potentially we might see the saber ban come up. I'm not sorry, the fanny pickup might be in one of these first 3 picks actually, if they're banning out the saber. Because that's like basically the number 1 counter and Kalia.
Different perspectives
Yeah,
expose
agreed.
the same truth.
Yeah, clear is... and you know, like once you pick up clear and like God to go with it,
Your team
the
is picking.
Paquito was left open. Yetinium picks it up. Right, Phovius is still there. The same with Esme. What do you think is better, Phovius or Esme, to deal with the Paquito in lane?
I think Esme has a better shot than Phobius. Like, it can be a stalemate, but like if the itemization's not there on the Phobius, Fuck can burst it down. I think Esme just has a nicer time. Plus, she also gives you like a good like late game tank pressure first front liner, you know.
Yeah. I mean, like Paquito is a very solid first pick because if you're looking at the ban so far, like Akai can deal with Phovius. I mean, with Paquito, Atlas as well. The same with Glue. These are all heroes that can cause some disruption to what he wants to do.
There are also shadows.
And not having okay, look, as you're saying, right, Esme is better at dealing with him in lane, but there's nothing really fantastic at dealing with him in lane.
Yeah, true. But I think also the thing that also makes her a little bit better than the Phobius for me is that like she can rotate pretty fast with her first skill. Like she gets a nice movement speed boost. So she can catch up, unlike the Phobius who has to now walk very slowly to find fire.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Sir,
See, they first phase Fanny. Oh my word. I can't believe they did that.
Yeah, I fully expect, but now they're gonna probably ban out like all the things that can probably hurt the fanny, like the Kalia, the Peloric.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Belleric is a problem. Like, as long as you just wait with, because the range on Wrath of Dryads is huge.
Massive. Massive.
Yeah. So, Quinn, to answer your question, it's a comfort pick for the side of the King's Decree. So they do love to have those Louis picks, but Louis in the previous game didn't get a chance to go with the diversion play. I love watching good diversion plays. Granted, I don't believe that Louis is a meta mage. She's okay at dealing with tanky lineups. She's not good at dealing with assassin and pick-off compositions. But tankier lineups, she's good. She can constantly get that yin-yang combos off. But the diversion plays can be quite entertaining.
Yeah. And I don't like the Louis pick. Like, I mean, they saw the Cho and the Gord pick. And I mean, Gord is doing things to those Louis, and to go for it again is a bit greedy. I feel like there's better choices. Like, I think Kagura would have been very nice for them, because she has the second skill, Purify, can also poke from a nice, good distance.
Your talent is
Mm-hmm. True. Very true. But, apart from Kagak, there was quite a few marksmen available. Yeah. And when you're picking first, you want to try to go for a bit more of a combo, like with your Roma. Like Louis can combo with the Tig, but pretty much anything can combo with a Tig.
Yeah. True. Plus, also, like, the ult is really nice on Louis. If you get the opportunity to use it in like certain ways, it can be game changing, because just being able to just go from one point on the map to another while the enemy is busy is pretty useful.
True, very, very true. But it's going to be a Dairoth up against Upper Keto. I think they chose that one for the skin.
Honestly, Dairoth has been so strong, and they do have the mythical on a battlefield with a 75% penetration. From my experience, Dairoth kind of cooks back in lane. I think that's probably why they chose it.
Yeah, well, that and the fact that it's going to be Ken versus Ryu.
Yeah, true. True, actually.
Okay, no. It's not Ken is going to be Cho. It's be Guile versus Ryu.
Yeah, and the Guinevere getting picked up here. I think they want to just enjoy some of the skins here. There's Guinevere XP. Wait, no, it's Guinevere Row. What? What's going on here? It's Guinevere Gold Lane.
Yeah, it's Guinevere Gold Lane. It's Cho, Rome, Dairoth XP.
That's a little bit diabolical, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well,
Guinevere Gold Lane, that, huh?
it's different. It's different.
It is. I do think she can work pretty well as like one of those fights of gold. Because, I mean, I don't see any marksman really winning unless they have Purify. It's just, yeah, you're gonna miss that late game damage.
Yeah. But Melissa with the Inspire can sort of sustain, but it's going to be good. Just going in and out, just using some amount of control here to poke down, applying a lot of pressure. But it does give Melissa the opportunity to keep the wave equilibrium on her side. But look at this from Doof. He's going in with a Cho. Wants to disrupt the Ling. Because, I mean, Ling is very susceptible to disruption abilities. But there's going to be Virus with a Fanny into the front line. There's the Flicker being forced out by the Tigreal. However, Louis did manage to get the yin-yang combo off.
Yeah. Oh, and Virus is doing the string things here. But the diversion play coming out here. That is a kill onto the Fanny and onto Doofenshmirtz here coming up with the Cho.
Yeah, very aggressive. And now Tempest of Blades being committed from Ling with the flicker from Madness just keeping him alive. Because otherwise that could have been a 3-0 trade-off.
Yep. That thing was doing God's work there. That thing was doing God's work right there. It was so good by him. And nice follow-up also by the Louis.
Yeah. Now, Melissa, with the poke onto the Guinevere, with a certain degree of repositioning, but the turtle fight is going to be up. Evil Link, they went in for a very aggressive play. But King's Decree, they did manage to get themselves sorted out. But Paquito, so much damage onto the show with a Mystic Gush from God, as that's going to be a pick-off just before the turtle. Now, diversion play from Louis. Or at least attempted diversion play. I think she realized, oh, there's going to be problems, but there's the knock-up. Violent Requiem. Do they have the damage output? It's going to be Cho underneath the turtle, but Louis got the shield at just the right moment in time. Louis survives.
Insane that she loved that. Actually insane.
Turtle is...
Did you see the Paquito just... Oh, but the Ling just securing the blue buff there in exchange. Insane, actually. Man, I think, what that?
Yeah, a nice setup as they get another pick-off kill in response. However, King's Decree, they've gotten themselves into a strong position, but oh, Paquito, this is why you don't leave him open. He was like, steal my jungle's farm. Nobody steals that farm. I'm the policeman here.
Yeah, leaving up in the park for the Saber ban was a little bit risky, but there was no way they could leave them myself. So it was pick your poison.
yes. Yeah. Now, oh, nice way of the dragon from Doof. But look at the Paquito. He just turns around. He just gets onto everybody. Can he get the combo off? Ling wants to come in. There's no way of the dragon, so he knows he can't get the pick-off kill here. Tempest of Blades has been committed as King's Decree. They're getting themselves into a very strong early start. Though, strangely enough, the gold's not very different.
Yeah, I think that's actually interesting. That means someone's not farming somewhere where they're supposed to be. But also, there was an insane flicker play by that Paquito, just catching them both out like that.
Yeah, what a play from Paquito. Oh, what Mystic Gush being committed. Tigreal just walks around the Mystic Gush. It's like, if you don't stun me, if you don't have the follow-up, I'm going to walk around you.
Yeah. 100%.
Now, with Tigreal, especially with this implosion play, Virus trying to bait this out, but there's the way of the dragon onto the Tig, who catches that implosion play onto one, but he is going to get taken down. Cho with the force back. Mystic Gush has been committed, but Paquito comes in, takes out a mega kill onto the god. Paquito is so dangerous. So dangerous.
Yeah, Paquito is so dangerous. But I think Doof also, I think maybe there's maybe a little bit miscommunication there, because he did kick in the way of Squad, but Squad like committed his ult in the top lane, so it just wasn't available. And then they got counter-setted by the Tig.
Now, even though the kill count is in favor of King's Decree, the gold is still pretty even. Now the engagement, way of the dragon. Do they have the damage output to finally deal with this Paquito? He turns around and gets the setup onto Cho. They're trying to continue this fight. Oh, but it's a shutdown. Madness gets the kill. However, Ling with the pick off into the backline. Tempest of Blades has been committed. It's a double kill for the Ling. Can he take out the Fanny as well? He's onto the wall, but Fanny, oh, he doesn't have the energy to go in deeper than that. Nice play from the Ring. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it's going to be Guinevere with another pick off.
Yeah, 100%. I still don't understand how they keep in the gold this even. Like, someone's not doing their job. Like, there's no way you can have this many kills ahead, especially in the early game, and not have a healthy gold lead.
It's the Gwyn with the gold. Gwyn and God.
Ah, I see. The gold shield from KSP. That's where it's coming from.
Yeah. And then, well, they did trade mid for top, right? And they went in for a little bit of a lane swap, right? This third and final turtle of the game is up, right? But it's going to be difficult to contest, especially with the Tigreal there and an implosion play. Tigreal's been very patient landing those implosions.
He has, and he's been doing, like, I don't think he's been doing God's work for the side of the King's Decree, honestly, as well as this Puck. And we do see that the way of the dragon is here onto the Paquito, but the damage is just not there. Obviously, potential. Oh, okay, no, this, I thought it was gonna die.
Oh, there's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade of Turtle is in there. Fanny got the kill but was taken down in the backline. Now the Mystic Gush has been committed. Take with the flicker, but the force back. Oh, but I Madness gets the response, and that's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. However, Melissa, she's been split pushing to her heart's content.
Another virus was killed. They can't really even try and really get this Turtle, but they will trade bot lane power. Yeah.
Yeah, now the dive in onto Melissa. Is the Way of the Dragon available? Yes, it is. Oh, and the pick off Cutthroat comes in from Virus as he gets that pick off in response. And so now, options to take this Turtle for both teams, but neither of them wanting to expose themselves or overexpose themselves just yet.
Yep.
Guinevere could be caught out, but has to use the spatial migration to get back. Turtle being started off, it looks like Evil Ink. Oh, with the steal from God, with the Mystic Gush. Lovely play from him. Cho with the Way of the Dragon, the kickback, but he decides not to use the full combination, wants to zone this Paquito away, but Melissa, she's respawned. It's a mega kill for the Ling. But Fanny seizing this opportunity to try to steal the blue buff. It's a blue buff for blue buff steal. There is no... is there Tempest of Blades? No Tempest of Blades. As Virus gets the pick off in the mid lane. He's going to be hunted down by Paquito, but has the mobility to escape.
Very nice trading there by Virus, actually. Because you do see that there will be some... Well, Puck just pops a shield and just takes no damage.
Yeah. Now, Evil Ink, they had a very rocky start to this game, but slowly they're establishing a better degree of control. They have got the map control. All the tier 1 turrets has been taken down. Though, for the side of King's Decree, I mean, having Tig with the implosion play is a big defensive spell.
100%. They need to either find a way to bait it out or just force it. I think Cho can maybe force it.
He can. Goes in, Way of the Dragon onto Paquito, who flickers back, but he's got the shield underneath the turret as Virus is trying to get the Cutthroat off, but he's gonna be caught out. The implosion play is so difficult to escape. Especially with the way Tig has been timing it, Prometheus. Or Proximus.
100%.
Proximus Adam.
I think the King's Decree is like just losing on macro, yeah. This is like a lot of a difference in macro, yeah.
True. But Ling is slowly getting fed. He goes to the Tempest of Blades, gets the knock up. Has he have the mobility to disengage? God is quite low, but he knows he needs the blue buff. Pressure being applied, but you gotta watch for the Guinevere. She wants to come in with a spatial migration. Cho with the dash back. The yin yang combo is in there. Melissa throws the Tweedle doll. Was that stolen from the Ling? No, he did manage to secure it.
Yeah, and he didn't retro, which was impressive. I was like, oh, he retroed earlier, didn't even have his retribution.
Yeah. It'll still be available for us. Now there's the chase onto Proximus Adam. He's going to get knocked up. Will we see the Way of the Dragon come out? No, nothing just yet. Louis just wants to protect this tier 2 turret in the top lane. Lord is up, but both teams vying for some amount of control in terms of the waves. But oh God, spots out the Link. He does have the Tempest of Blades. He's going to try to escape from this. I think maybe Cho should have went for a little bit of a set. Meanwhile, Virus, he's going to be hunted down here. Oh, does he have the ability to escape? 1 HP escape. Oh no! There was actually a minion hit. Got the kill there.
Oh, that's unfortunate. As we do see that the Way of the Dragon has been committed down to the Melissa. I think the Inspire has been popped. Ooh, but she just gets taken down by the God and the Mystic Gush. 1 HP. Hey, man, that's gotta hurt your feelings.
yeah, true. Now, with this, right, the Lord, still both teams trying to vie for some control before they can actually take the Lord.
Yeah. We gotta try and get the wave balance. It is a little bit of a slow push happening down in bot lane.
Oh, nice knock up from the Cho, and it's going to be going on a killing spree. She went in with the Violet Requiem. Cho just trying to bait out the implosion play from Tig, who has been, as we said, very, very patient. But the zoning being done here, as the side of Evil Link should be able to take this Lord without too much of trouble. We know Ling has the lightness skill to get across, but without the blue buff, I don't think it's worth the risk.
100%. You know, I just looked at the build and I'm just gonna call him Soup. The Guinevere picked up a very interesting item, the lightning trunks, and I've never seen that.
Yeah, on a Gwyn. Interesting.
Mm.
Oh, but it's Guinevere who's gonna get picked off, and that's not what you wanted if you're the side of Evil Inc. However, once more, it's going to be the way of the dragon onto the Paquito, but he's not too stressed about this. He's going into the backline. This is going to be another, make it 2, make it 3 kills overall. It's a 3-for-1 trade-off. Oh my goodness, and this with the Lord and having no MM could be problematic.
100% virus into the mixer, just trying to clear up those waves. But I think he's going to get taken down, and that is a full team wipe here. Yes,
full team wipe, and this is past the 12-minute mark. They could actually take down a tier 3 turret. Melissa just hard focusing on this. Guinevere trying to get close to clearing out the waves, just manages to do that on the second skill at the diversion play. Oh my word, they just escaped. The great escape.
Insane fighting, like the prediction. Nah.
Yeah.
No. Proximus Adam on this thing is really doing God's work. Shout out to you, man.
He's super impressive on this Tiger. But you can see that he's been saving this ultimate the entire game just for Virus on the Fanny. He's never ultied anybody else. It's just kind of crazy. It's just, he's holding on.
Yeah. But I mean, look, if he doesn't do that, then his backline is probably going to get completely wrecked.
100%. I mean, like, he is making the correct decision overall. But even with this, right, the game is still balanced. The goal lead, strangely enough, is in favor of Evil Inc.
Yeah, I don't even... Okay, yeah. It's interesting, eh? When you have a match like this where the goal lead is even, but the kill count is not even.
It's macro. It always comes down to macro. But the scaling here from the side of King's Decree is what plays into their favor. Melissa is going to come online very soon. Ling, as we know, is a late game scaler. Now they're trying to place some amount of pressure onto Joe, who goes in with the way of the dragon. Ling tempers a blade into the backline. Yeah, but God uses that Winter Crown to great effect. Ling almost being taken down there by Virus as he escapes with a 1 HP play, though it's Monday taken out. But oh, look at that control from the side of Guinevere, gets the knock up onto 2, and that's going to be yet another pick off going the way of Evil Inc. with the Lord spawning up.
Yeah.
To be fair, right, this Lord is actually a very critical Lord for Evil Inc. Because if it goes beyond this Lord, problems.
100%. If they manage to put up a good defense here, Melissa's going to be online, Ling's going to be online. The Way of the Dragon just being committed here onto the Ling, while Virus kills the Lord, the Mystic Ushes into the mix, as well as the Tempest of Blade. But nobody died. I thought Leo, you died for a second, but I just realized he was respawning from earlier.
Yeah. Well, now once again, it's just a case of being disciplined enough to be able to utilize the Lord if you're inside of Evil Inc. If you're on the side of King's Decree, you could need to mount a defense, kind of like the defense that you mounted previously in previous games as well. But if you can do that, then you bought yourself enough time for your composition to fully come online, and then we could see the game change. So this is a very critical juncture in here. Mystic Gust has been committed for the implosion play onto a 2, dragging them back as the defense is being set up once more by the side of King's Decree. The spatial migration with the knock up here as they take out Melissa. Ryder's trying to bait out some skills from the Louis Yi as the mid lane is being pressured in. The chase onto Cho. Are they going to be able to get him? The once more, there's the knock up, but it's onto the Paquito, who you really don't want to be trying to deal with right now. The Tempest of Blades has been committed. The chase is on. There's the implosion play as they go back in there. That's going to be a 4-for what, 1 trade-off? Make that 5. It's a full team. Why? They got a wave. They can actually march this through. It's only going to be Juju and Madness who could be able to spawn up to deal with this. If you're looking at the timer, it's still many seconds to go. As now it's 0, it's 1. God is going to have to ulti the wave. He's trying to ulti it. Can he get this done? Oh, he does manage to sort out the defense. And they do get a kill in this one. Oh my word, this could have went in any direction. For Keto, he wants to get onto Cho, but finally they managed to get that. Not to Daira, but they get that kill in response. That was knife edge stuff.
Literally. Unfortunately, it kind of helped. Like, he took God away with the implosion play from that last minion, but then pushed him right back into it. So, yeah, that's just it's one of those small things that you can't control.
Yeah, true. Very true. Oh, my word. That literal skin of the teeth escape there for Link. Nice play from King's Decree. But this is the moment in time, right? The game's going to change. It has to change.
Yeah, Melissa already got the wind of nature, and Sig has been so disciplined, man. Like, it's been insane.
Now, if you decide on Evil Link, you're going to have to use your macro to control the waves in order to be able to take the Lord uncontested. Though it is difficult with a Ling being available. A Ling would minus a blue buff as the positives in here. Split pushing might be the best way to go, but Guinevere almost caught out. Oh my goodness. That was another 1 HP escape. It's the 18-minute Lord. True. But you have to delay it. Like, Guinevere starting this, that there's going to be the knock-up onto the Tigreal, who's just going to eat through all of this. He does have the immortality. Flicker is coming back. Cho is going to be taken down. Now the dive into the backline. Oh, but Virus, he gets caught under the yin-yang, but it's Paquito with the damage output. That's 2 kills, and now options to take the Lord. For the side of King's Decree, we spoke about the timing here. It all comes down to the timing.
Man, Paquito is doing so much. You see, like, this is the problem. That's why you can't leave this guy open. It's just too much to deal with. Look at that damage coming from the Paquito,
Yeah. And with this, with an 18-minute Lord and the scaling on the side of King's Decree, they've gotten themselves very much back into the game, but the knock-up is here. Does he get taken down? He does get taken down by God finally, but losing the Guinevere.
Yeah. Man did an item swap though. That was really cool to see actually. He went Frozen Crown straight into the immortality that you got popped though.
Yeah. Which is, it's always nice to see that, but now Lord marching its way down. You've only got 4 members left alive for the defense. Lord making its way across. You still have to worry about the Melissa. Concealed play has been used already. Nice pull here from Madness. He's just pulling the Lord away. He's buying his Guinevere enough time to get in the implosion play onto God. That's a big kill as Melissa gets the turnaround here. It's going to be one, will be another. King's Decree, they have the option to lock onto the base. This is all that Melissa is interested in, and that's going to be 1-1. Oh my goodness. King's Decree.
What a game. What a game.
With the plays.
Yeah. Hey, well deserved. Well deserved. Picking up the MVP, Natayam, and Super Juju on the court.
Yeah, it was a very, very interesting second game. Though I will say that Evil Inc.'s draft cost them in this game.
Yeah.
But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are done for the streams tonight. It's been a highly entertaining evening. 2 games finishing 1-1. Which is something we don't very often get to see.
Yeah, 2 draws in one night. Exciting things. If you guys aren't liking, sharing, and subscribing, how are you going to know when the next action-packed match is happening?
Well, I think based on the rate we're going, they should know it's tomorrow. Yeah, because we do feature games pretty much every night.
Yeah.
Though tomorrow, I think we have... Tomorrow's Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Wednesday we have a double header feature where it's both PUBG and Mobile Legends. It's going to start happening a little bit more often in future, where we will have multiple tournaments all running at the same time. We do that quite a bit for PUBG and Mobile Legends, but it's time to start introducing a couple more into the mix. But overall, well played to all the teams tonight. King's Decree with a surprise in the second game. Evil Inc. super dominant in game number 1. The second match, it was the draft just did not play in their favor, and the way King's Decree performed, Paquito, Tigreal, right, the Ling player as well, very, very, very good. So well played to all of them. Even though the Louis, right, like we were saying, Louis is not the best pick in the world, but she was getting those combos off, and it really was hurting. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to say goodbye and good night to all of you. Thank you for tuning in to watch. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and also at the same time, don't forget to check out our web page, www.waylandergaming.co.za, for a couple of reasons. It is to check out the player statistics and where you are on the leaderboard, because we do have individual player leaderboards to see whether you've climbed up the ranking. It's kind of nice to know where you are standing in terms of kills and assists, etc. At the same time, for all of you who are looking for coaches, you know that we now have the Find a Coach option live on the Waylander Gaming website, so you can find a coach and hopefully improve your gameplay, both your drafting knowledge, macro gameplay, individual stuff as well. So don't forget to check that out on the Waylander Gaming website. But for myself, Waylander, and Merlin, we're gonna have to say goodbye and good night. We're gonna bid you adieu until we see you tomorrow night. Once again, thank you for watching.
Cheers, guys.